Hello and welcome. It is time again. Look, we're back. You're back. Split 2's back. Raidillon TV is back, and Craig is back. I think he is. Oh, there he is. Hello, Craig. Hello.
How are we doing? Are you ready for more major series?
I am. I couldn't live without it. You know, I just couldn't. But what? We're confused to the booth. Let's just put it that way, right?
Well, we've got this. We've got this going. So we're going to be having. This is Sebring, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. First of all, let's get some things under control before we explain what's going on. Welcome to Sebring, and welcome to the return of the Predator series. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to have some fun here because we have 3 classes that you'd expect at Sebring for IMSA this year. The GTP/LMDH, the LMP2, the GT3. But it's a 2-hour race that you have to drive to see who comes first. So they're going to be on stagnant start times, which will become apparent later on. But right now, we're going to be having some qualifying because we need to work out who on the bubble will make the top split on GSRC and who will make the second split on Raidillon TV.
The true Chads would come for our split. The true Chads.
Yes. Yeah. After that, we will then have a qualifying where the top 3 drivers in each class are going to have a 1-lap shootout to see which is the alpha class. Now that means they'll get 10 seconds more handicap to the other classes.
And I will point this out. It's a fever dream.
Yeah.
It's a literal fever dream. We're not joking. We're not being facetious in any way, shape, or form. It is a literal fever dream you're experiencing along with us. Now, I will say, the drivers are out there right now are Jan Brony, Manuel Polanco, and Jeff Cardamain. Oh no, I murdered that as well. But they're all GT3s. Look at that, cameras. Cameras provided today by a mixture of TrackCams 22 and Dougie Beard of GSRC. Yeah, he's got a good one. And in waiting is Matt Odell and Patrick Kopp, who's blinking in and out of existence. But start off with the GT3s. They're going to be doing... what were they doing right now, actually?
So they're going to be lining up on the start-finish line. And they're going to be doing a 1-lap shootout where the top 2 drivers will go forward. Now, the issue we've got is it's going to be it's going to be on a command
look
from
at that camera.
race control.
Look at the cameras. Oh, yes. Perfect.
So, yeah, we've got an issue where basically it's going to be... Yeah, the race control is going to announce when they go for this 1-lap shootout. Only problem is race control's not here.
Uh-oh.
Mike!
Bono! More tyres! They're gone! Mark Wazowski!
First of all, as we wait for this to go, I want to give a shout out to those who have never watched the Major Series. Welcome, or never watched Raidillon TV, because this is a new format on the Major Series where there are 2 regions now. It's not the 3 regions from the past. We now have the Atlantic and the Pacific. I can never say that word right.
Pacific.
Running meme.
Yeah.
We are the Atlantic, a mixture of the East Coast of America, the best coast of America, and Europe, the best continent in the world. Yes, I said both of those. And basically, that is what we're going to be having when it comes to these races. So we have a mixture of those drivers, and it's a first to see.
Oh, they're lining up. They're properly trying to line up too. Oh, this is going to be good.
Also, how do you like brand new Sebring? I haven't actually been to brand new Sebring yet since it's come out.
Delicious.
It's the famous start-finish line that gave us a 4-wide finish in the Mazdas last year.
And that's them. That's literally them. This is going to be the 1-lap shootout. It says qualifying, but it's a 1-lap shootout. Ignore your screens. You're not blind. Ignore what says on the top. It's this 3-person shootout. By the way, Oh my goodness, Craig, your mic. Oh my goodness, the static.
Huh?
The static.
Well, I mean, you've done horse racing before. You don't need to show it. We'll and Polanco by a furlong, and Polanco by a furlong.
Oh yeah.
Animal goes over
And
the turn.
out of the stables, it's going to be Porsche coming out of the stables with the Ferrari to his right, and then into his inside line is going to be AMG Evo GT3 RS, absolutely going and over the last furlong now and keeping on going and going on with the American flag waving in the background. It's going to be a furlong or two between the Ferrari and the Porsche. The Porsche is going to be winning it by at least a little bit of a whiskers hand, and it comes to the Evo GT3.
I always love. Have you ever seen the Hugh Dennis thing on how horse racing is rated?
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'll fall at the fifth, has fallen at the fifth, and Mafia back second has won the race.
And Mafia back second.
It was just brilliant.
I'm just
love
waiting
stuff
for
like
these.
that.
I'm just waiting for. They're sat there. They're waiting.
Well, Mike's back. Mike's back. Have no panic. Mike's back. He's the one that has to give the commands. He'll get himself ready. If he gives the commands, we're just going to be here.
Yes, exactly. And everybody, welcome to it. It's Raidillon TV. The only corner you need. We'll be covering some of the qualifying. Oh my goodness, Greg,
Yo,
or Mike.
Mike is here. Mike is here.
But they're static.
Let's
Yeah,
wait.
yeah, just
And I'll tell you what. Tick follows talk.
Yes.
Follows, tick follows. Sorry. Do I get copyright strike for that? For like.
like that Lady Gaga song goes.
No. You've never seen it. It was a Guinness commercial. It was a Guinness commercial in like the late '90s, early 2000s.
I think I may have seen it. I think I actually may have seen it. Yes.
And the guy just basically the guy just this great speech. And on top of it, you've got men at the beach, getting horses into the ocean like they're surfing.
Okay. While we're waiting, by the way, and I will say this. You know, this could have done with the pace car guy. You know, what's his name?
The pace car.
The spotter. What do they call the spotter? In Irish.
Anyway, I believe we are ready.
Okay, and ready as can be. The three cars. I can hear their engines. They're all started.
Oh, they're moving forward. This is like a Formula E start. Do a burnout to the grid.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they getting ready for the E Prix in Marrakesh? No.
And it is going to be quite the starter. We're just waiting for the command to be given. On your marks. Still on your marks. Pace car is off. Time to do your work. You know, this would be the time when that would happen. Oh, come on. Come on, Mike. Where's the command?
He's giving the monologue.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay.
Good luck is out. 3, 2, 1. Green, and Jeff gets the launch right away, and it looks like Brony is going to be second, but the inside is going to go to Polanco. They're going to come around to the first corner. Who gets it first into that corner? The key thing is who gets in the lead, and around the outside goes Brony. He just stuffed it, though. He's blocked up a little bit, go wide, and Polanco takes that vital P2.
Yeah, and Brony having to make it up. He's only got one lap to do it. He won't have any other chances. That Vodafone-shaped livery basically under threat already. Manuel Polanco in the middle there, having to deal with the cars both front and back, with Jeff running away in that green Porsche. He needs to do it. Needs to keep them right behind.
Look at the speed! Look at the speed of the Ferrari! The move here for Polanco, side by side to the hairpin. This sets up, then the side by side, and he can't turn. He can't turn quickly, and that's going to give Brony a little chance there. Could not get it though. He had a little insight there.
Yeah, and Brony probably looking at this, licking his lips, going, "When's my chance, Chief? When's my chance?" Well, its chance is coming up, but he'll only have half a lap to do it. I mean, he already has squandered half a lap.
He's gone wide. He's gone wide at Cunningham. Now what can he do at Tower? Tower's one of the toughest corners here on the track. We're going to see what happens. Polanco looks like he's just holding on to that lead by 4/10 at the moment. A clip at the curb there and a little slide from Brony. Look, you can see the slide there. They'll be coming into the jumpy end bend in a minute, but I can't see anywhere that Brony's going to make this.
And we're on board with Manuel Polanco. He will have Jeff right behind him, and you can hear the scream as he's trying his best to hold off. And it is going to be this critical set of corners.
He's gone wide.
Oh!
Roni's gone wide, and Canamoni's on the grass, but he's managed to recover. The only way Roni's making this is if he does one of those historic ice skating, speed skating things from Australia in the Winter Olympics. I can't see it. They're not going to go side by side through sunset, but it's a really nice line. It's a tight line from Roni. Is this going to help them? No, mistake by both of them. Polanco and Canamoni is going to make this, and for Roni, unfortunately, it all happened. It all just came out. Just a bit of overdriving on the first corner.
Heartbreak for him. So what does that mean for us, Craig?
Well, Roni will be joining us in the second split.
He's coming back. He's coming back. Boys, our Brony is coming back.
And now we're getting the LMP2 drivers.
Ooh.
So we've got Matt Odell. We've got Jason Wallat. Big couple.
I think this is it. Oh, there he is. There's Jason Wallet. Yay.
Do they have two? I thought we had some more people here. I'm not
They
entirely
have three.
sure.
Matt Odell, Ozzy Milwane is still in pits. Patrick Kopp is still in the... What the... Well, that's on... Oh, no, wait. Some of these are going to be for, like, the Split 1 qualifying.
That's no, for the Alpha. For the Alpha to decide who gets the advantage.
You're going to need to tell me when to cut away. Because that's Split 1's job to cover that bit. But...
Well, Michael Hogg looks to be like he was meant to be here, but he's been unable to.
Right. So it's just these two.
Think so.
And this is for the bubble qualifying still.
I am listening into Mike as we speak when he speaks. I hear nothing at the moment. Suspense is killing me.
I'm bored. Yeah, they're getting their water anyway. Mike Odell, I mean... Or Matt Odell. I keep saying Mike Odell. Crikey. Matt Odell and Jason Wallet. And that livery. Let me have a look.
Oh, just a small issue that the LMP2 drivers don't realise that they have to be there.
Oh. So Patrick Coppis. Run, Patrick. You're meant to be there, my friend. Run. Oh, dearie me.
Here we go. They're going to be running
down.
by
the way, I should mention at this point, we have a new car. What's that?
Really?
Ooh. Oh, what's this? Ooh. Huh. It's a... oh no, it's a Beamer.
The BMW.
With the fucking nose.
And it sounds, it looks amazing.
The nose is something that I just laugh at just because it like.
Okay, so I've got two issues with the car.
Right.
Number one is the brake lights are very hard to see on the rear, and number two, in the real world, there are LED lights around those like air vents on the nose.
We can't color them yet.
We can't change the colors.
Yeah, so we can't have red. I mean, apart from that, the car is great.
Oh, by the way, we know who's joining who's joining Brony. By the way, Mike Golightly came late, so he'll go into Split 2.
Our boy.
Yeah, Mike Golightly.
Isn't he the one that is not a cult?
I can't remember. He was in the last race, wasn't he? He was in the last race.
Yeah, I think it's not a cult. You know, 100% not a cult. By the way, if any of you were watching us last year, you'll know that's a meme that kind of got started because we looked at it and it said not a cult, even though it had baby metal on it. But it's not.
That's not the same guy.
Oh, it's not. Oh.
Cult though.
Oh.
It's not a cult.
It's not a cult though. Yeah.
Not a cult.
Oh, it's Michael Hogg. There he is.
Here comes Michael Hogg and here comes Patrick Kopp.
Yeah, but Michael Hogg is not a cult. Look at even the hashtags right there on the side. Not a cult.
that is literally his car. It just says not a cult.
Not a cult. That's baby metal on it. All right. Barring me having a moment of crisis, we're getting ready to start. This is Group 2 now, still for survival qualifying.
Now remember, these LMP2s are now slower than what they used to be. So we're going to be waiting for Mike's command. Stench is killing me. We're ready, Mike.
Oh,
2, 1. It's green flag, and everyone just holds off there. And it looks like it's going to be Wallet that's going to make it first. Odell makes a mistake into the first corner. It will be looking like it's going to be Odell. Cop is going to try and battle with Hog. Nowhere to go yet. Cop's gone a bit wide. And Wallet and Odell at the moment look like they'll be making it.
Oh, having to dive in. Of course, when you have stuff like this happen, you're going to have...
Oh, a slide from Cop!
Oh, Cop. No, and that's probably it for him. His car is off into the gravel, and I do think that back end's kind of complaining. Michael Hogg at the middle of this, at the rear middle, he's now kind of the rear gunner of this thing, and Matt Odell trying to race the guy ahead of them all, which is Jason Wallot.
Now, it doesn't matter where Odell and Wallet finish, if they finish first or second. Basically, they just need to keep in the top 2. So Odell would be wise to not get racy right now with Wallet unless he has the run. But at the same time, that will hold up Hog, and that will allow him to get back. The gap there is 0.7 of a second between Odell and Hog, and now goes to 0.6 on the braking. You can see Odell's having moments, but also a little bit of a twitch there from Hog.
Yeah.
To Jean-Bien, they go.
Yeah. Coming through the more technical section of the course, plenty of sweeping turns, quite mid-tier sort of speeds. Coming up on towards... Oh, crikey, this is Le Mans.
This is Le Mans.
Yeah.
This is Le Mans. And Hog's gone wide. This looks to be it.
Oh,
there's a gap now of 1.5 seconds between him and Odell. It looks like it's going to be those two.
Jason going to probably get into it as long as he keeps it perfectly nice and straight. The 1-1-3. Probably not going to threaten. Probably going to keep station. He already knows he's in safe hands. Coming through. Any mistakes could change the course. Don't come into the pits, Jason. But he does indeed cross the line and goes to split 1. Well done.
Yeah, so Hog and Cop will be in split 2. And I wanted to say quickly, in New Look Sebring, if you haven't noticed, there's no more grass on the exit of Sunset there, which allows you to really get on the throttle now. So your biggest issue with Sunset now is the bumps and getting on the throttle too early to hit the wall, not clip the grass.
Is this Alpha qualifying now?
So we will be getting ready for Alpha qualifying.
I think we need to cut away. We need to essentially cut away at this point.
Do we?
Yeah, because split 1's covering that.
Okie dokie.
Send a quick message from Mike and double check. Yeah, because it's like 6K. Yeah, these are all 6Ks. Anyway, split 1. So GSRC will be covering this next little bit, but we can at least still show some scenics. Now, there's something I want to talk about. Wouldn't you be minding, Craig?
Go on then.
How lovely is it that we got LMDH right away?
There was this hearsay talking about it, and it was like, well,
and then poof, and poof.
Yeah. What got me was to talk was, yeah, it will be next year. You know, and everyone's like, okay, let's not get our hopes up for the start of the season. It would be great if it was for Daytona, you know. And then all of a sudden, photos were coming out, and we're like, but that's not photos. That's in sim photos. What's going on? And then all of a sudden, at the Sim Racing Expo, there it was, on a Fanatec stand, being driven. iRacing flew over to Germany to show it off. Just crazy when you think about it. And it's an amazing car to drive, Rob. I don't know if you've driven it.
I haven't, no. But I mean, if I'm being honest, what a great, like, thumbs up. Look at them skies. Look at them skies. What a great thumbs up for sim racing in general, right? Simply because it's like, hey, you know, manufacturers getting right stuck in, not even giving a dilly-dally. The W13 as well.
I'll tell you something else that's also happened in terms of sim racing. Codsworth are now making sim racing
I saw
wheels.
that. I blew my mind. I was just like, you know, that wheel looks very standard. What if they just put a circuit in and sell it as a wheel? 2023 comes around and it's just like, Cosworth's just like, ayo, how do you like wheels?
Now, Codsworth don't make it themselves. they've got somebody else working on it, but it is basically a Cosworth LMP2 wheel designed by Cosworth to go on sim racing. So basically, I think the company that makes it is just making like the gubbins inside.
Yeah, but I mean, like they would have probably just used the same. Like they would have just been like, "Hey, here's the standard parts. Go nuts."
So it's gonna be quite interesting to see what happens here with the alpha. But like I said, this is not something we're looking at. But it does attribute that this alpha race that is going to be broadcast on GSRC, it gives them the 10 seconds handicap to the rest of the field. So what does that mean exactly? Because I mentioned how it's first across the line. So the slowest class, we were the last ones to do a Predator race, so we're a little bit honoured that we know.
We know the moves. Oh yes.
But what happens is the slowest class will start the race, and the other two classes will stay in the pits. They cannot go until a certain moment, a certain time hits on the clock. Think of it like the delayed starts race in the modern pentathlon, or the starts that you would get in the delayed starts in the biathlon / cross country skiing.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, of course, yeah. So yeah, we actually did a whole series on the Predator, and so we're uniquely versed.
Oh, it was fun.
It was fun as hell. The poor masters, though. Oh, yeah, especially given the fact that you know, I really wish they would have made like the Pontiacs, like the little Pontiacs. I just wanted them to just be there and exist.
I mean, what I would have liked to have seen, what I would have loved to have seen, was just the speed differences. Also, by the way, they're having to redo the race.
Wait, what?
The LMP2s didn't go. So we've got time to stall. Anyway, so when we did the Predator series, we had Mazdas, TCRs, and Radicals.
Right.
Which was an amazing difference in class, because when you look at, let's take this for an example, you get the moments of GT traffic is going to be faster out of slow corners than prototypes. Well, you had this moment when it came to like the Mazdas and the TCRs. The speed wasn't that bad, but at the same time, the Mazdas could take a bit more speed than the TCRs, and they were almost getting hit. Then you got the Radicals that were just zooming across the place, and it was very scary.
Yeah, and I would have said as much,
Not a cult. Here he is.
Hello, Mike. It's not a cult. 100%, not a cult. We're just waiting right now for the Alpha qualifying to get done, but I can tell you, we're probably more versed on the split than any other splits because we did the Predators before, as we were discussing. Now, to break it down, they're all split into different classes, but they'll all be racing for the same thing. So they're all racing to win. Doesn't matter what class it is. They'll have offset times, and then they'll go on those offsets. So GT3s will start first, followed by LMP2, and then the LMDH of the BMW hybrid. I can't wait to have some onboard shots of that.
It's such a great car, but the thing that's going to scare me a lot is the cold tire running on those things.
The cold.
When you get on the cold tires, it's very hard.
The
to
cold
get
tire.
Right. The cold tire. Yeah, the cold tires. They can produce a lot of issues when it comes to. You've got to be a little bit earlier. You've got to be a little bit longer on the brakes, a little bit earlier on the brakes. You don't want to mash that throttle. You can't mash the throttle full stop on this thing.
Yeah.
You've got to be careful.
It's just me, by the way.
Go on.
Where's all the trucks? Look at the trucks. There's no. Look at this shot. Like, I would have expected a lot more truck.
So I've got an idea what it might be, because remember, this is an updated Sebring. I don't know if it's a rescan Sebring, but you got to remember, nowadays that's the WEC pit lane on the backstretch.
Right. Okay. Yeah. What, they don't come into the pits after sunset?
No. Because WEC and IMSA do a double-header weekend, where it's the 1,000 kilometers of Sebring and the 12 hours of Sebring, they can't use the same pit area. So because you've got different teams and everything. So
Wait, they do it at the same time?
not the same time, no, the same weekend.
Oh, okay. I'm just there like,
I
was freaking out.
The Friday is the 1,000 kilometers, and the Saturday is the 12 hours.
Oh yeah, so they wouldn't be able to rotate teams out of pit lane.
No, because they've also got to do qualifying on the week as well.
Yeah.
Like the Thursday's going to be doing qualifying and stuff like that. Plus, also you've got the Mazdas. Also, they'll have to use their support series. They'll have to use the IMSA pit lane. So while WEC's getting their stuff ready in one pit lane, all the Mazda drivers just come down the front of the pit lane and do that. So
to be perfectly honest, they should learn a thing or two from F1. Have you ever seen an F1 weekend? They don't.
Crazy.
They do not give a toss. They'll put you into a pit lane. You will like it. Like they'll tailor them for the F1s, right? Of course.
Yeah, but there's a difference between F1 and sports car racing. Because in sports car racing, you have to go into the garage to fix the car. So you kind of need a garage that you can just go in and start smashing the hell out of that car to get something bent.
I mean, they run
back in.
I mean, they for a time they ran the Porsches. For personal experience, the Porsche Super Cup came around when was running at the same time, on the same weekend.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing that trying to think. No, places like so Silverstone's still got 2 pit lanes, right? They don't use the second pit lane for the feeder series, but up until 2023, MotoGP was still using the old pit lane. And they've got 2 pit lanes in Abu Dhabi, and they used to use the support racing pit lane for the F2 and the F3. They don't anymore, I don't think. I think they all use the main one. But that just goes to show if you need it, you've got that ability to do 2 different pit lanes.
I find it funny that Mike has just named the meeting room as duh.
Yeah. I doubt there's going to be some music that we may need to ask what music it is.
Yeah, I think we'll just make sure that we can understand what he said, but we might not be able to join that meeting. But while he does that, we will load into the other session. But we can.
Can I just say quickly while this is happening? Ross Banfield has continued the legacy this year.
What did he do?
His car still had the wireframe on. The team still has the wireframe on.
Ooh.
It's a running joke that their team accidentally, I think it was during like a NASCAR race.
It was during a NASCAR, yes.
Yeah, basically had the issue of forgetting to turn the wire model off.
Yeah, as you do, just sometimes it escapes your brain.
So it was quite funny. I won't lie. But basically it just stuck, and for some reason their liveries now have wireframe modules.
Don't worry about it.
And speaking of models.
Yeah.
In another model, all these cars now have the new damage model.
Oh yes, I love me some of that.
You love you some new damage model, do you?
I love me some damage model. Split 2, use this one.
Oh, Split, yeah. There was a small mistake.
There was a small issue, a smidgen of an issue.
Yeah, so we're just waiting. The alpha race is going to be sorted, and that will basically be the winning class gets puts 10 seconds on the rest of the other classes. So it all comes down to which class is going to finish first. Is it a GT? Is it an LMP2? Is it an LMDH? We can't tell you what it is until they cross the line, because it's on GSRC. But I got an idea who it could be. I was just watching this very tight race. And it's going to be a very interesting moment, actually, because you won't believe what class wins
Let me take 3 guesses and say it was GT3.
The which class?
The GT3 class.
You've got 2 guesses left.
The LMDH.
You've got 1 guess left.
The LMP2. What the heck? How? Oh, I probably would understand why. Because the LMDH got stuck behind fucking traffic. They couldn't get up far enough. That'll be something to watch out for. Traffic is a very, very critical problem for these lads.
I mean, like, the BMWs, they don't have that big boost button that an LMP1 would have.
No, but...
So they've got to be careful. And also, you can't just go attack mode with the hybrid with no issues.
Well, if you're Lewis Hamilton, you know, that...
Oh yeah, Split 2, use this one.
Yes, yeah, that's what I was commenting on. I was like, oh god. What's happened? What's happened? Anyways, we're just loading into the other session. I actually do have another talking point.
Go for it.
When will we get Audi into F1?
Audi in F1?
I want that to happen now, not 2025.
It's 2026, isn't it?
No, I thought that they were coming in as a works team in 2025. No, they just bought out Sauber, or they're buying out Sauber to do it.
Okay, so F1 will be entering in 2026.
Ah.
They can start developing the engine in 2021.
Well, yeah. They would probably
Sorry,
need
not
it.
2021. Sorry, 2025.
Oh, okay, yeah. So so it's Sauber. It's Audi powered Sauber.
Yeah. Although you start to think that, I was going to say, you start to think now that they would start the switch over, because let's be brutally honest, Audi had put all their eggs into one basket almost in terms of road racing. Their GT3 program, they've lost a lot of the teams that they supply, the customer teams that supply Audis to them. WRT now drives a BMW, which is one of the big shakeups. And if WRT is saying goodbye to Audi, what does that say? Not that Audi's not competitive, it's just more Audi's starting to pull back on a lot of things. I think Audi no longer do Formula E. Correct me if I'm wrong, and I think I might be wrong.
I don't think any of the Volkswagen group do it.
Porsche do.
Yeah, but it's Porsche.
DS, Neo, Mahindra, Nissan, Maserati, Mahindra, Jaguar, Porsche.
Sorry.
Sorry, not Nissan. That's the powertrain. Sorry. DS Penske, Neo 333, ABT Cupra, Neo McLaren, Maserati MSG, Mahindra, Jaguar, Tag Heuer, Porsche, Envision, Nissan, and Avalanche Andretti.
Oh. Message from Race Control. Guys, a reminder, you will get protested for driving during this. Ooh.
Yes. Yes, they're having their
meeting.
Yeah, but so Audi's pulled out a lot of road racing. They still do the Dakar. They still do rally raid and stuff with that. Have you actually seen the Audi rally raid car?
No.
Okay, get this. It's electric.
Yeah, but
it's not electric.
What?
Right. So you're out in the middle of Saudi Arabia doing rallies, right? And you finish the rally stage and you get back to the bivouac to rest the car. How do you charge an EV in the middle of the desert?
You don't.
The back of the car, in the back of the rally car, is an Audi. I kid you not, it's an Audi DTM engine that powers a generator.
Because of course.
Yeah. Did you not know this?
No.
This is the second year they've done it as well, and the Dakar ended today. Carlos Sainz lost. He had to.
Carlos, no, Carlos.
But
when is he gonna win one? Come on.
Carlos Sainz Senior has won one.
Yeah, but I mean.
So it's no surprise
In
Nasser
recent
Al
memory,
Attiyah-
or just...
I don't know. Nasser Al Attiyah won yet again for Toyota. He beat Sebastian Loeb by 1 hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, crikey. That's a lot of time.
Yep.
Oh. There we go. Poof.
In the trucks, Jannes van Kasteren won by
good
an
on you,
hour and
trucks.
14. I will say though, unfortunately, there was a fatality. A spectator was killed during the Dakar.
Oh, shit.
And in a serious moment, the trucks that were leading to check the overall race, they were involved in the accident that caused the fatality. They pulled out right away. They couldn't go on, and I don't think I'd be able to go on. It's such a shame, such as the nature of Rally Raid, I guess. But yeah, unfortunately, that did happen. But also, without getting too far down the rabbit hole, this was the first year with no Russian drivers, and the trucks have always been dominated by somebody from that area. So a Dutch driver won the trucks.
Of course, a Dutch driver won the trucks.
But also, did you know that they've got the classic Dakar at the same time?
Oh, with the 2 CVs and all that.
With the old cars from before 1990.
Some
Some of them are the cars, yeah.
Because I was just thinking to myself, some of them are actually just legitimate, Dakar, little fucking 2 CVs.
No, they are. So some of them have been restored, some of them are. Jackie Ickx's car when he won the Dakar was racing.
No way.
Yeah. Do you want to know how good it was? There were 2 Fiat Panda 4x4s.
I'm sorry, what?
There were 2 Fiat Panda 4x4s.
I don't know what to make of that.
But it was done on a points-based thing. So Toyota basically swept the floor.
Of course they did.
But there was a
Why-
Porsche... No, Rob. There was a Porsche Martini. As in, that Porsche.
The OG.
The Rothmans Porsche.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh,
The 911 converted for a rally raid.
Oh, the 911 that really shouldn't have existed, but it so does, and I still love it all the same.
Yeah. But there was also a really stupid moment. I am going to, call it out on this.
Soup.
Some drivers got a suspended disqualification from the race and time penalties for
What?
not wearing the correct wristwatch.
What?
Dakar has an official sponsor wristwatch.
So they got punished for
watch company.
fashion.
And they all have to use that watch. And if somebody in the car is not wearing the right watch, they get punished.
Dakar, what are you smoking? Oh, I can get if it's medically needed. But if it's for
they'd make exceptions because if you've got one of those that read your blood not your blood pressure, your sugar levels, the ones for diabetics.
Yeah, if you okay, so but still it's such an arcane rule if you have to punish people for not wearing a bloody watch, right?
I know. Also, I did not realize the closest race. Kevin Beneves won the bikes by 43 seconds.
Oh, that was pretty close then. Jesus.
In the overall classification, he beat Toby Price by 43 seconds. 44 hours, 27 minutes and 20 seconds. 44 hours, 28 minutes and 3 seconds. P3 Skylar Howes, 5 minutes behind.
And for anybody who thinks 5 minutes, that's a huge gap, you have to remember these guys are racing for days.
I mean, also, we talk about Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz Sr. was visited by Carlos Sainz Jr.
Right.
Now, he had a technical issue in the stage. Junior came over to look. He couldn't do anything because he's not an official member of the team. He can't touch the car while it's being repaired. He can't do anything to help. He can't even shout advice. So there's photos of him just standing beside this broken Audi while his dad fixes it. and it's become meme-worthy because it really is that case of this is just like when you're when you're having a Sunday
you get your first car.
drive with your family.
You get your first car, and your dad's just there like, oh wait a minute, boy, I'll teach you how to drive this thing, and we'll make.
Dad, can you help me? I've got a flat.
Oh,
I'll tell you what, right?
I'll
Tell you what we do, son. Come out here, right? Right, you see this? This is a jack, right? You put the jack under, you turn it, right? Now make sure you turn it in the right place. You see that? Put it in the right notch. You don't want to put it in the wrong notch. You put yourself some body damage. I ain't fixing body damage for you. You have to go over the jack for that, right? So you do that. You put the jack up, right? Put the jack up, right? You see this? This is this handle, this Allen key thing. That's not an Allen key, right? That unbolts it. You really gotta put some power. Bloody, I can't get the tension. Come here, son. I ain't got the strength anymore. You know.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Oh, that sound. Oh, that is. Yes, I'm on board with the BMW.
There's one thing I wish iRacing could have done. Because the official rules for these hybrid cars
They're only allowed. It's the same rules they had with
battery. Gonna be battery power in the pit lane, and then you engage the engine when you get out of the pit lane. They can't do that on iRacing.
They could. It would just be really, like, with the way that it's standard set up, right? But I mean,
have you heard the Cadillac? Have you heard the Cadillac?
No.
So the Cadillac has this amazing thing that when they were testing and they were showing the videos of the car being tested like Sebring and Daytona, the start-up noise for the Cadillac is amazing.
Oh, dryling, having a bit of an issue, having to get that practice in. The track temperature, by the way, is 31 degrees Celsius. It's quite toasty out there, and it's not in.
It's gonna get warmer as well.
Yeah,
oh no, it isn't. I just realised we forgot one thing, Rob.
What?
This is meant to replicate the Sebring 12 hours. The time multiplier is ×4.
Oh yeah, so like time goes like really fast.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on a minute. Let me pull back up the detailed start. Oh yeah, that's a very fast clock right there.
Time is moving swiftly.
Time is moving very. To be honest, I wish this was like when I was back in school. This is the kind of thing I would have wanted. It would have just the clock just going bananas, right?
Hey, I had 3 hours of maths at college. All right.
Oh, you poor thing.
I know. I know.
Do you need a hug?
No, actually, it wasn't too bad. It was I had 3 hours. I think one year I had 3 hours of Spanish. That was hard. Mainly just because I was trying to fast track Spanish for GCSE, so it was literally just learn Spanish in a year and get a GCSE grade.
Oh, look at you, smart pants.
Mi español is mi malo,
Uh-huh.
so that's all I've got.
See, so that's all I've got. I've got C.
Of course, being that this is now the Atlantic, not the other one, the Atlantic.
Pacific.
No, this is the Atlantic. So we've got some new names and faces, because if you remember us doing the European splits last year, not like that anymore. So you do see some of those old European drivers, and I'm sorry for picking out Wolf Dietrich Holto. It's the first one I see, and of course he does drive in the Legends category as well. So that is one of our regular European drivers. Then you get some new names that I'm starting to see. Jason Holland, you got Kyle Sizemore, Carlos Plaza. You get a lot of new names.
I know it's not the default livery. I was just making sure. Patrick Kopp, I think is one. Michael Hogg, of course, back again. Not a cult.
Not a cult.
Not a cult.
Now, I've just realised. Have you seen? I just realised that there's 3 LMP2 drivers, 2 LMDH drivers, and everybody else is GT3.
Yeah, so it's pretty stacked. It'll be a GT3 race for most of it. Now, I should explain, by the way, before we get started. Oh, Magic. That is actually a really nice livery. And unironically, I love it. Is the Tic Tac. Look at it. Look at it. Anyways,
nice.
Yeah, back to before I was distracting myself. We will not be showing it as individual classes. They will all be shown as one. And you ready to... Oh, there it is. Boom. One class.
No. Boomsma's in the other split.
Oh, I wanted to see Boomsma.
I'm just going to be doing some double checking.
Michael
So
Lightly's here.
We do have the final times. So it's a 2-hour 5-minute race. The GT3s will grid up. The LMT2s and LMDHs will not grid up. After 10 minutes and 16 seconds, the LMP2s will come out the pit lane. 14 minutes and 21 seconds after the start of the race, the LMDHs will come out. So
it'll be, I think, at that current pace, the LMDHs will have to gain 6 laps.
I apologize. I got it wrong.
Oh.
Yes, that's for split 1 only. There is no difference in split 2. So in split 2, it's going to be 9 minutes and 37 seconds for the LMP2s, 12 minutes and 24 seconds for the LMDH.
And at that current pace, that would be 4 laps for the LMP2s, and it'll be 6 laps down for the LMDHs.
Which means they've only got to overtake the LMP2s twice, which in itself is a challenge because they're only going to gain half a second up the back straight. So the checkered flag is out. Now, they do have pre-qualifying. So we do know that there will be an order. It's not just every driver for themselves. But what it does mean is Mike Golightly is pole.
By extension of the fact that he's not going to have to deal with LMP... Well, he's going to have to deal with LMP1... or can I not just call them LMP1s?
No.
Please. I mean...
No. No.
Please.
No.
I just want LMP1s back.
I know.
My
I know. I know. Let it all out. Let it all out. It's okay.
I just want to drive the white again.
It's okay. It's okay. So anyway, Michael Lightly had the fastest time when it comes to these drivers. A 201.075, beating Jan Brony, who did a 202.060.
Oh yeah.
Then you're gonna get.
By the way,
you're gonna get Adam Preston, who would be next up.
Just to say, it's at 40 degrees.
So we're just hearing out because they are going to be doing a grid start. Look at that. Look at that. It's a full lap formation. It's a full formation lap, Rob. Nothing's changed.
Yeah, but don't they do the full lap formation?
No, but remember how some how some tracks on iRacing don't have full formation laps?
Yeah.
It's like half.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, I think they would it depends on how they would consider the use for it, right? I mean, for Sebring, it's all about that kind of like. Well, I think you can also choose to have like a quick rolling start.
If some tracks have it, yes, you can. You can either choose a full. I think it's just for like Daytona has it. You can either, if you're on oval, you can either start the oval race at Daytona on a full formation lap. Or you can start it on the backstretch, stuff like that.
Okay, do not adjust your screens. You are seeing multiple ones. That is essentially how we're dealing with things right now.
But the car at the top will always be the car leading the race. And you're
Yes.
going to see a lot of GT3s leading the race at the start of this. It is a format that is going to be very interesting because you will see prototypes having to get around cars unlapping themselves.
Yes. The numbers on the left-hand side will just be like class position, but the order that they sit in the timing tower will be overall.
So to give an idea of the times at the moment, we've got two respective time for each class. And in practice, the LMDH were doing about 144. The LMP2 was about doing 153. The GT3s were doing anything between 201 to 203. That just gives you a general gist that there's going to be 20 seconds between the GTs and the LMDHs. There's going to be 10 seconds between those LMDHs and LMP2s, and the same with the LMP2s and GT3s. By the way, Rob, a quick shout out. This race's sponsor for the Major Series, with every race we do in the Major Series, has a charity where money from the entry and also money for extra qualifying goes to. It's the Wounded Warrior Project. It says itself, really. It's a great charity in America.
And it'll be the exact same thing for all of the races. It'll be a charity of choosing, and with awards, of course, coming back once again for the majors, and a selection of other charities will be available throughout the year as we get around the bends. We'll also be sure to thank those who have committed service or committed for their service, and we'll also thank them in the best way we can, making sure that we do our part for them. Of course, this is Raidillon TV, the only corner that you need. Coming out of Le Mans. It's going to be a bit odd. You are going to see GT3s leading this, but you're also going to be seeing the fact that where's half the other grid? Where's my LMP2s? Where's my LMDHs? They'll come out, but at a later time. They're coming out to play. This is Predator. The alphas hunt the pack, who hunt the little guys. And this is it. You can see it just down in the number 43. Michael Lightly will lead the way. And it is just about ready to go here. Pace car is off. And green flag.
Green flag, I'll tell you what, we're going to keep eyes out onto the back because there's quite a bit of hoo-ha going on with some three wide going into the first corner, but Baroni gets away. Carlos Plaza has moved up to P3 from P9. What a start that is.
Carlos Plaza, there he is. Big charge up the field. He has to. If you're a quick driver, first thing you need to do is get up first and then run away. That's the only thing you can do, and just look at it. It's just absolutely pandemonium in the back as we get drivers coming up all the way. And that is going to be Jan Brony holding off, and the scoreboard, boom, there it is.
There is your scoreboard. It will get updated. Lincolncho is going to be making a move on Adam Preston, who has fallen down the order now into P6 after starting third. Rob Courtney's also made up 6th place. He sits in 9th position at the moment overall. So it's all looking very good for him at the moment. And still, Go Lightly is going fast, but he is starting to get a little bit caught there from Jan Brony.
I was about to say that he's going lightly, but in a good way. He's treading very lightly.
We got a year at this, folks. We got a year at this.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mike, but your name is like, I can't. It's just there. I can't do it. But he is actually doing very good. Already at 0.6 of a second. Of course, Jan Brony is going to be battling with the car of Carlos Plaza in the background. Carlos Plaza, as I said, or as Craig has said, has gained 6 positions already. A very good, energetic start from him. The kind of thing that you need in a series such as the Predator, because if you don't push, I mean, you're going to get swallowed up by cars that are going to lap you. By the way, we're going to keep the lap counter on. That's what they're going to be racing for. 59 laps at current pace will probably take about 2 hours.
An hour and 42 at this pace.
At this pace, yeah.
Which, to be fair, will stay like that because it's not expected. The way the calculations are done is that it's not meant to be one of the faster classes will get by everybody right away. It's more of a case of the faster class should be crossing the finish line at the same time as the slower class if they go on the same delta, almost like a computer putting out the exact same inputs every time with the exact same times.
Yeah, just so beep, boop, beep.
Beep, boop, beep, indeed. So it is going to be a little bit slow run, but of course, if that's 59 laps, they will have to do a pit stop. We'll have to do at least one pit stop.
Yeah, the GT3s, or well, actually, no, it's the LMP2s that will run out first.
Yes, the LMP2s follow. I don't know, actually, I can't remember. I need to do my research. I haven't done proper research. The LMDHs get about 40 to 45 minutes of fuel, depending on the track.
It also well, I mean, it also depends. I would have said Sebring is probably one of the more gas guzzling of the lot.
The LMP2, I think, is still there though, Rob.
Oh yeah, well the LMP2 is just Jesus.
But one thing we haven't talked about: new changes to the pit rules in iRacing follows IMSA style. Car goes up on the jacks, tires are done, fuel are done, the exact same time. You get a free set of tires, my guy.
Oh, it's changed from tires then fuel to tires and fuel.
Yep, and also, interesting thing, repairs are done when the car's on the floor. So if you can double stint those tires, and don't expect anybody to double stint these tires, especially at a track temp of 38 Celsius right now, as it's getting hot, hot, hot out there, you're going to see a moment. You're going to be able to take fuel and repairs. And right now, we're going to see Carlos Plaza side by side with Mike Golightly. That BMW is going to be running ahead there. He's got the overlap. He is ahead into braking. They're going to go side by side. And wide goes Golightly. Is he getting the cut back there? He can't make it. He can't make it. The line was countered there with the way Carlos took that. And Plaza takes the lead.
Plaza cutting it through 9th to 1st. I think he really is sort of the guy to be watching out for, as he is absolutely charging, taking no prisoners. Oh, crikey, that's a car off.
That's LMP2.
It's Cop. Why is he out? What's going on, Cop?
He's been black flagged.
Oh no.
Is that a disqualification black flag? We'll have to keep our eyes out on that one.
Showing us the black flag. We need to make a good name for ourselves out here, otherwise we'll be out of qualifying.
Well, by the looks of it, it's a black flag, not a DQ. Yeah, the DQ flag's different than the black flag, isn't it? Yes it is. Yes, it is, because the DQ flag, the black with white cross on it. So, yeah.
Oh, it's also a like if he was showing it, he would have been already ejected from the session. So.
Exactly. Anyway, time is starting to go down, and that's a big thing though, because he won't be able to start. 9 minutes and 37 seconds into the race is when the LMP2s come out, and we're 5 minutes 26 into the race, so we are 4 minutes and some change away. And also, Carlos is just gone.
He's charging. Yeah. I bet you he practiced. I mean,
well, they all would have practiced.
Yeah, but I mean, like he's got that Beamer really wired up. He's actually taken lines that I would personally take. Oh crikey, that's James Doherty is.
No, it's Kinchlow with the slide.
Was it Kinchlow?
Yeah, sorry.
But Doherty went wide. He was the one that went wide.
Yeah, there was a slide from Kinchlow, and Doherty went wide, and this is going to allow Adam Preston to make a move up the inside into Sunset. They are going to try and take this too wide. It's going to be tough. Is there an over-under? Hang on 1 second. James might keep this. He doesn't. Yes, he does. They've just gone side by side through Sunset. Don't need to use any new runoff, and that Lambo is just going to go Forza style. And Forza Lambo, he takes that defense and holds onto it. The response from Preston can't make it. Brilliant work there from James to make that defense around the outside of Sunset.
And well, the Hurricane is very good defender. At least I would have thought so. I mean, it is an Audi chassis, but I mean, it still can put up a fight. Carlos Plaza, by the way, he's ran away. He's literally on that last lap alone, he was a second and a half faster than Mike Golightly.
Did a 202.
Yeah,
202.2. So, but with Doherty and Preston battling, it did mean that they've lost out to the rest of the pack, and we've now got a little bit of a train going between Doherty, Preston, Howard, and Pittman. Coming through
Once again, lap 4, correction, we've done 3 laps so far, and the middle of the field is still fighting. They should really try and keep it wound up, because a lot of them will start losing time, and quite severely so, if they keep fighting, because it's a battle essentially from 4th, and there's a bit of a gap, but then it's down to about 8th at the moment. Garrett Pittman fighting Daniel Howard, fighting Adam Preston, who is trying to catch James Doherty.
And also a 2-minute warning has been given for these LMP2s. They're going to get ready to get out and race. And what's going to be crucial for me, if it was the 2-minute warning there, I want to see where they cross the line here, because the GT takes about 2 minutes around this track, especially now that it's 40 Celsius out there as the time keeps going. Remember, 9:37 is when they come out. When the leaders cross the line, it's going to be about a minute. The LMP2s are not going to go 4 laps down. They're going to go 3 laps down, which is going to help them out here. The pace going, they won't even get hit by lap traffic. They're going to be coming out with an open track in front of them for a while.
Rob Courtney having issues going wide, coming out of Sunset. losing 3 places on the trot. That's not going to help him out. Wolf Dietrich Otto trying to get up there, coming on the inside of Sam Miller. Sam Miller hugging the wall goes Wolf Dietrich. Sam Miller successfully defending.
Great defense.
Oh, it's Sean Miller. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, Sean. I called him Sam Miller.
Well, you've had your first one.
Yeah, it's a mulligan. You know, don't worry about it.
About 1 minute. Also, Kopp has been given a 1-lap penalty for what happened there at the start. So he's going to be a lap behind everybody. That is going to hinder him when it comes to it. 9:37 is the time. We are 20 seconds away, Rob. 30 seconds, apparently, the time. Maybe my time is wrong. I've got a handicap at 9:37 here. And they're going on a different time here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the LMP2!
Here they come out. Oh,
but
two of them. Yeah.
They're at Jean-Bien. They're at Jean-Bien Bend and Le Mans. That is where the GTs are at the moment. So they've got perfect time to try and make this up right now.
Apologies for the technical difficulties, by the way. Atfo has just crashed.
Atfo!
Atfo! More toys! Oh, crikey. That is going to be the car 165, or 765 going very
765, Jason Holland, and 744 of Michael Hogg there.
Yeah.
They make their battles. They'll be battling themselves, but at the same time, and there you go. That's a strategy move there. That's a strategy move by Hogg. I don't think he wants to be the one getting under the pressure there. He just wants to catch up as quickly as they can.
It's actually worth sitting behind him because he could just fuel save then.
Yeah,
and
but also traffic.
And also for the LMP2s, it's actually worth doing it just so you have a cushion. Because you don't want to pit again. Like you want to keep your pits essentially at a minimum.
Well, they're going to do at least 2 pit stops, maybe even 3. All just comes down to the pace. So let's wait and see what they get down and dirty doing. But we'll wait and see because the rest of the GTs are just getting really close up there at the moment with the GTs.
Getting round up.
The front of the field, Plaza still has a 6-second lead. And Yambroni is catching up to Mike Golightly as Michael Hogg comes across. We are a minute left till the LMDHs come out to play.
Tom Dreiling and Balaz Truxi are going to be your LMDHs. Now they're going to be... It's going to be quite difficult to see, right? But it is a bit of a stretch because the lap... So Patrick Up is going to probably join at the same time as...
Well, he's been given the green.
Has he been given green?
He's been given the green. Where is he?
He's still in the pits.
He's still in the pits.
So Tom Dreiling and Balaz still in the pits, and we also still have this issue, which is... Oh, look at that train.
Okay, this is bigger issue, Rob, because 10-second warning has been given, and it's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The LMDHs are going to come out right in the middle of the GT3 traffic, and they're on cold tyres.
And the track temperature is still 40 degrees, as far as
35 now. It's gone down to 35 degrees. And look at this. This is going to be a little bit chaotic. One of them's going to get away faster. That's Ballas. And they're going to have to wait there. And there goes Ballas. He's right beside Garrett Pittman. Will get by. Now, be careful on the cold tyres here. Do not go braking on cold tyres. Get past one. So this is going to be the challenge for Ballas and also Tom getting stuck around turn 2 behind another one.
Around the outside goes Tom Dreiling. He'll need to cut and dash his way through. He just needs to get into clean air and start putting the laps in because they'll start lapping. You can just see how stuck he is behind, and the GT3s are all around. Oh, a little bit of a slide.
Bit too much throttle there on the cold tyres. Getting a little bit hot there on the tyres. We've actually got Carlos Plaza off. Carlos Plaza's gone off there. I think, has he gone off? No, he hasn't. Sorry, it's just a relative. I thought he had a moment.
No,
The relative, unfortunately,
it's,
playing
be-
havoc with me.
It's the relative is playing havoc because the fastest class has come out, and
Yeah.
Advo has an idea that if the cars if the faster cars haven't started the race, they aren't in the race. So it'll take some time for it to get actually corrected. Don't worry about it. Ballas, I had the exact same thing. I thought Plaza had flown off the track, and it's just like, no, he's still lapping. He's still faster than anything else out there. Still faster than this man, Mike Golightly. He's currently, he's actually now by himself-ish. He's at least broken the tail end of things. He's about a second ahead. Just as long as he can actually keep going, he can probably get into a pack of his own and just start racing. I think that's what he needs. But this man, Carlos Plaza, still leading the race and still very much at a good pace. He currently is it's a 2:03, so it's not too bad. An hour and 45 minutes left to run. He just needs to keep it wound up.
Wound up. Yeah. Keep your watch wound up to make sure that you've got the idea of the watch.
Oh, dearie me. On the inside goes the two LMDHs trying to get past the leader. They're unlapping themselves now. Oh, now he did actually go off.
He did go off. It's not going to hinder him much, though, because you've got Golightly isn't really catching, and Rody and Kinchlow are still battling. You can see there's Kinchlow trying to catch up there to the Mercedes AMG GT3 that Jan is driving, and he's not able to do anything yet. These are basically your main battles. We've been watching a lot of these battles going on, as well as just seeing where the lap track, where the prototypes are going to be. We won't know anything until really, the last 10 minutes?
Apparently I joined a meeting. I don't know how I did that, but there you go. On my phone of all things.
Are we fine, though?
Yeah, we're fine. No, it was just... I clicked the notification, I was like, oh shit.
Okay, I have no cameras, but that's fine by me.
You don't have any cameras? Hang on. There's your cameras.
No, I don't have your camera.
There
maybe.
you go. There you go.
Look. See, I get a private camera to Rob's face.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Anyways. Oh, dear me. By the way, I need to actually go to Garrett Pittman. Stuck in the middle. He is currently running 8th, chasing down the longest noodle group in existence. It's about 6. It's 1, 2, 3, 7 cars. Correction, I can count. All trying their very best to catch second place Mike Golightly and overtake him, but obviously Carlos Plaza is probably just trying to run away at this point. And how long ago did we start this race? Because I'm trying to see, I'm trying to see if the time estimate is actually going down, because it doesn't feel like 15 minutes have gone.
It does, but it's also now sim time 2:27. So we've had the hot temps. I think it'll go down a little bit now in terms of temps for some of these cars. The track temps, sorry. Some of these cars. Yes.
I'm having to break a time calculator. 'Cause I can't do it. I can't do the math. Oh, why does it only add time? I want multiplication.
You want multiplication? Why do you want to multiply?
So, I want to multiply time. 2 minutes and 2 seconds.
You're trying to work out what time it will be at the end of the race.
By 59. I think the estimate is pretty accurate. It will be 2 hours. Yeah.
Okay. Good estimate. We did call it 2 hours of Sebring.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Look at this tight pack though. Brony, Kinchlow, Dorsey, Preston, Howard, Pittman. They're all there and they're all just battling on. And I tell you what, that's a good run from Dorsey there. And there is no toe that I can see that's going to help Kinchlow. Pulls out to one side. Dorsey's going to try and make this. Can James get this? A small overlap, breaks a bit early. It's a bit too early there and losing a bit of time and gets into Preston. Back and a slide from Kinchlow. Are they all going to avoid him? Oh,
Just about.
How did he keep that? Also,
With
Jason Holland has lost connection. One of the LMP2 drivers has lost the connection there.
Yeah, so he's out, essentially.
What a
that's
save,
heartbreak,
though.
yeah.
Kinchlow. What a save by Kinchlow. We've got to pick that up. That was a fantastic little save there from Kinchlow, doing what he could. And of course, with the all-new Major Series website, majorseries.com, we've got some very nice spotter guides, so we can actually see all these lovely cars, side-on shots of all these lovely cars, including, of course, Rob,
What?
this lovely UDOX car from Lynn Kinchlow.
It's very nice indeed. You know what else would make it nice?
What make it nice?
Didn't have a cult. I have to keep saying it because I just love that livery. Okay, just love it. But it is a very nice livery on that UDOX car. But there's any other UDOX in this race? I know there's an NRG guy. Adam Preston is NRG. Do we have the same thing that we had last year, where it was just like Energy versus Bright Esports?
I don't think Bright Esports are in this year.
Ooh, dog. Are we just doing a livery watch at the moment? Because Dog Bear livery is very nice.
Yeah, we're doing a livery watch, and now the livery forecast. Sizemore, by the way, making a move. Just watching that, a mistake from Sean Miller. And Carl Sizemore making another spot. Shout out to Carl Sizemore. That's now 11 positions he's made up at the start of this race. So he's doing very well out there.
Where is he currently?
Currently sitting in P10 is Sizemore.
And a Hurricane as well. He's just under pressure from the AMG of Sean Miller, who is currently chasing after him. And he's also got the big problem, the looming gloom of LMP2s and LMDHs coming through at any one time. So, lap 11, 10 laps done, 49 more to go. And it is going to be pit stop time, by my reckoning, around lap 35 for the GT3s, if I'm not mistaken.
Pass. Now, Patrick Copps just had to just serving a slowdown, making a mistake out of Jean Vienne corner, and having to take a slowdown because he completely went over the curb, and you know the curb we're talking about there, and just decided, no, I won't get back on track. I'll take the slowdown. So Kopp currently just parked up and, taking that slowdown, picking it up, and now on his way again. He's starting his second run through the GT3 traffic. But he's still 3 laps down, so still a lot of time left. And one thing I haven't seen the LMDHs go past the LMP2s yet. They don't need to yet. So again, something to keep eyes on. See that lovely 5-1-2 of Pittman. In front of him is Howard and Maroney. You start to see they're making their moves, and I gotta be honest, the Audi. I mean, we've got PMWs leading the way. Plaza's just left everybody.
Yeah.
It's so amazing to see these Audis and Lambos running, and of course the Mercedes there as well. Front engine cars 1, 2, and 3. But hold on one second, you've got those Audi chassis right behind, and they are giving that Mercedes a run for its money at the moment.
The one thing I'm probably looking at is I wonder if any shenanigans would happen in terms of GT3 fuel loads or extending stints. I wonder if there's anything going to be happening like that this time around. I mean, it would probably be for the best, because less time you spend in the pits is always good, as long as you can make it up on the track, right? And yeah, it is going to be quite. It's going to be quite telling to see if any of the cars just stay out for a good length of time. I mean, Carlos Plaza probably would be a good candidate, because he doesn't have to fight anybody at the moment, and he's quick. He's quicker overall over anybody else. He's 8 seconds ahead of Michael Lightly, and it just topples down from there.
Be interesting. I'm just thinking, these tanks can do an hour just about. Can they do an hour and 1 minute? Somebody might want to try and extend one extra lap just to help them out there, and I don't think we're going to get any fuel saving or any like splash and dashes in these cars. Maybe for the other classes, definitely. But we see Howard. That's not the racing line, my guy. But is this an overrun? This is an extreme overrun. He couldn't make it work though. Had brought Dorsey back into it. Maybe this is what he wanted to do, because look at the line he's got now. He's forcing Roney to take the inside line. You got to try and sell a dummy here. He does not. Brony will take that inside line. It's not going to be good for him. Look at the line Brony wants, and it held up Howard. He didn't think that line would not be there. That's going to cost him. Daugherty is right behind now. He's getting closer. They're losing time to the front there of Go Lightly. All of a sudden, it almost feels like Jan Brony, not on his own merit, is the cork in the champagne bottle.
And just by the way, we've just had Wolf Dietrich Otto have an incident. He's actually now lost 2 positions. He was 9th and had an accident. Let me have a look and see if I can pull this up. Just a little bit of a battle with a AlphaTauri, and just went wide coming out of a corner, and it was the AlphaTauri of Kyle Sizemore. It gives you wings.
Sizemore goes up to 9th overall. That's 12 positions gained.
Can I just say, why do we? I love deliveries, right? But come on, why? An AlphaTauri livery? Why can't it just be a Hurricane livery?
I mean, it's an AlphaTauri livery on a Lambo, not an AlphaTauri livery on like a Ferrari or something as well. I didn't even know there was an AlphaTauri. Well, sorry, it's trading paint. There's an AlphaTauri livery on everything. Like there's a Red Bull livery on everything. Remember how I used to make a rant saying I don't like red Ferraris? Yeah, can I change that now to I don't like how basically every F1 team's livery is on every car on trading paints? There, that's my rant.
Exactly. Wait, what? I bought into something and I didn't even know what I bought into. Jason Holland's back after his disconnect, and just an update on Doty, Samuel Doty. He is actually back out. He did also have a disconnect of some description, but he's back out doing racing. The LMDHs are coming. Oh, Jesus! Coming through the field. That's the car 64 of Rob Courtney. So they're about to come through the middle of the pack to unlap themselves again. Tom Dreiling still trying to keep it out there.
I'll tell you the issue though. Michael Hogg is coming up to the hairpin. That just shows you the gap between those classes. We are going to have all 3 classes mingle all together at one stage. As he locks up, trying to make that move on Jan Baroni. And of course, remember, that is a race for position at the end of the day. Can't get the throttle down. The GT there of Howard almost goes into the back of him. Hogg finally gets that move around. It's still not sealed. Patrick Kopp comes around to start that. He's already been overtaken by these LMDHs. But all of a sudden, we like talking about the multi-class and how, a slower car can hold up a faster car and vice versa. I mean, we're seeing that, but it's affecting everybody right now because everybody's in the same race.
In the same race, in the sense that they're all wanting to win, but I mean, it is in different cars, and some are several laps down. But it is going to be a bit of a nightmare as of right now. The camera is going on at the exact wrong time or right time for Daniel Howard, who had a massive slide coming out of Le Mans. Going to get overtaken, not just by the LMDH. He's probably going to have a move on the inside.
Oi! Did you see that with Ballas? That is one thing we haven't talked about with these LMDHs. The braking speeds. Just the braking speeds of these LMDHs and how quickly they go. And here's an AlphaTauri.
Yeah, he's got damage to his front end. Oh, here we go. He had an accident.
Cut the grass.
Cut the grass, lost control, and there's a tire wall.
Well, they do get a fast repair. They get one fast repair in this series. That will be very helpful for him, but that is not what you want to see, because the man from Pennsylvania does have a meatball flag because of that issue. But I was saying, we just caught that with the LMDH going past at sunset. The speed you carry on the braking in this car, in this LMDH, is insane. Take that from someone that's driven it, who drives it a lot at the moment. It is insane, even against the LMP2, the amount of speed you carry. To give you an idea, Rob, I was gaining 3 to 6 seconds at the Porsche curves and karting at Le Mans in an LMDH to a GTE. Not a GT3, a GTE. Now, can you imagine it if I was you're in a GT3 and you're going through a technical section like that, where a car like the GT has to do some braking and lifting, whereas a prototype can basically just go flat out for the whole thing?
I just yeet, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Daytona 24's next week.
Daytona, let's go away.
I'm not saying I'm worried, but let's just say I'm more cautious as Howard is, because Dorsey's got a run here. And side by side is James on Daniel. Pittman is going to try and look to this to see if he can follow through, but I think this Lamborghini is going to beat its older brother. It's going to beat the Audi, and they're going to try and go side by side. Howard's taking this very wide, and they keep this side by side really good. And a mistake from Brony as well. But I believe, no, you know what, I can't say it. The slipstream's still there. There is still an overlap. They're still side by side. They're going to take the side by side into turn 1. It looks like it because the pool's there. The slipstream now goes to Dorsey, and it's a 3 wide going on with the LMP2, and he hit the wall. Holland touches the wall as he makes that move, and none of this goes on. And now all of a sudden, you've got Pittman trying to go for a double overtake. Can't make it. He gets pressed. He gets Dorsey though. Oh! That just came out of nowhere. I never saw the LMP2 coming.
Ooh. Yeah, that definitely was a hand-in-the-mouth moment for that poor LMP2 as they were trying to scrap. And that is going to be Garrett Pittman on the inside, trying to look on the inside of the car 640 of Daniel Howard. Nothing going there. It's still going to be a battle for third. Ambroni leading the way in the Vodafone. I actually really like that livery. The Vodafone AMG. Michael Likely is now 3 seconds ahead of them. Probably where exactly he wants to be. Out of the way, out of sight, out of mind. Carlos Plaza going at pace. 12 seconds ahead of the rest of the field. It's not going to save him if he can't keep the pace up, though. He's now starting to do 204s, which is about the same pace as Michael Likely behind him. So the gap is not shrinking or expanding or contracting. It's currently sitting stable, and there is going to be a question of, well, when is the ball going to suddenly drop, because it'll probably drop at a point in, say, lap 50, when the LMP1 or the LMP2s will probably first get to the lead lap and then have to struggle all the way through the grid. Or will it be a case of the LMDHs will get there first? It's a question.
First of all, we've had Doughty keep unable to make those moments, and Brony, the struggles of Brony continues on Sunset, and he's side by side with Howard, and he manages to keep that fight going. As we're seeing LMDH going around. Keep my eyes on what's happening. Every time I go to Howard, sorry, not Yambroni. Well, Howard and Yambroni. Every time I go to them, something's happening between one or both of those drivers at Sunset into turn 1. And it keeps on happening right now. Hopefully, we can get cameras on this because it looks like Howard may finally look for a move here. And he's decided no. Decided against it. So you're not missing anything at the moment. I say that. He's just thrown it into the inside and he had kind of made it. They've made contact, but it's not a heavy contact. And Brony continues to keep that spot. Still keeping our eyes on that LMDH. Look at it just going around. Let's watch the speed. We were going to watch the speed.
We were going to watch
keep
the speed.
down here.
You got me.
I was like, watch the speed they take Sunset, because I haven't actually seen the speed because, you know, respect the bumps and all that. But yeah, it's tough. It's tough out there trying to drive one of these LMDHs, and I'm not looking forward to this race when it comes to the 12 hours for real. And Patrick Kopp's been black flagged again.
Who has?
Patrick Kopp has been black flagged again.
Odd. For what?
Well, he got an extra lap when he towed. So I believe they're trying to do this to keep him in line.
I was wondering
he
why,
made that
because
mistake.
he's got a lap on the rest of his competitors.
He towed instead of bringing it back to the pits. So that put him still on the same lap, I believe. So I believe they're just trying to fix it. That is a prototype having a spin.
That's Michael Hogg. Not a cult. Having a little bit of a spin. Wait, let's have a look. Coming through turn.
Hit that curb.
Yeah, the curb.
Hit that curb,
yeah.
bounce the car a little bit. So Patrick Kopp will be coming in to serve that black flag. We'll see what that black flag is exactly. But meanwhile, these GTs are still battling, and you've got to love this GT battle, don't you? Look at it. And remember, they're all battling for the overall lead of the race, and it looks fantastic.
Well, they're battling for third, but yeah, I get what you mean.
Third place is still a good place.
Yeah, it is a podium position, so yeah, you do have that on me. And also, is it just me, or is like the sun sort of not really there anymore?
Well, it is 3:43 sim time. And now 3:44 sim time.
The more important question is what time of year it is.
It is actually the same time as what would be 12 Hours of Sebring, which is the 20th of March.
So, not too bad.
No, but it's also still 36 Celsius out there. That is 96 Fahrenheit, sorry, for the people that use that move. And also, I think that, Yambroni is caught up to go lightly here. Has Mike had a moment? I believe he has. Something's happened because all of a sudden Brony, I thought was on the back of him, but no, I was looking at the wrong thing. You lost time regardless. But again, it is just, I've not heard, Rob, any lifting. I've not heard any fuel saving. I don't know if you've been listening
from the GT3s.
Yeah.
I would have imagined that it would have been a very dumb thing for them to have done fuel saving because they're being chased, and if they're only going to need to do the one stop anyway, why would they? Stick it full fuel load in it, and just like go cut about your business.
Anyway, the few horses here in this race. That's a brave move from Howard to try and make it into turn 2, and he has to ride the high curbs there to try to make that. Now here, the rest of the turn to that little kink, not going to work, and now into the Gurney Bend. What a name for this corner, the Gurney Bend. Down the Gurney Bend they go. And again, they hold off. This is now a battle between Maroney, Pittman, Howard, Doughty, and Preston. Kinchlow has lost a bit of time. And again, a couple moments. So he's now in a battle defending P8 from Wolf-Dietrich Hoto and Sean Miller. Breaking into Cunningham is Brony. See, every time I see Vodafone, I want to say Vodafone McLaren Mercedes, because that's when I see a Vodafone livery on a race car, it's McLaren Mercedes. It's the old days, the good days. Oh, and it was also Ferrari as well. Vodafone had a sponsor with Ferrari. Forget about that.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Yeah, I do forget about that. Vodafone with the sponsor with Ferrari.
The greatest. It was the GOAT! The GOAT!
I remember the advert because that was when flip phones were a thing. And they had Schumacher and Barrichello. Yes, I'm saying Barrichello, R.I.P. Murray Walker, having battles on like Snake or text messages and stuff on flip phones that were powered by Vodafone. I remember those adverts. And oh my word, golly gee, Willikers, Howard takes such a wide line, and because of the other lines drivers are taking, he can't capitalize on it. And now James is going to try and make this move himself, because look at this, all 4 cars in a line, 4 little soldiers going for a line. Who's going to make the move? Nobody, but Preston's in the pit. What a send by Howard! Can he hold on? A little bit of wash up there. No, Pittman holds on.
Just about, though.
What happened to Preston in the pits?
What do you mean, what happened to Preston? Where is it?
Preston's in the pits already.
There's a fair few drivers in the pits. Christian Gantz, James E. Dean, Kyle Sizemore, they're already in the pits. Unless they have to do 2 stops. Ooh.
Maybe. We'll keep our eyes out on that, but seems a bit weird. We've now got these 4 cars, battling on because there's a lapped GT in front of all of them. That's going to be a little bit chaotic. Yeah, finally comes out the pits. Not sure what that was all about.
I couldn't tell you. Well, I mean, he did a normal pit stop. Got tires and everything.
Oh no, is that Pittman with the wrong number boards? If you're a follower of my Twitter account, which why are you? Because it's a very cursed Twitter account. I have said, because it's one of my pet peeves when it comes to racing, we have IMSA number boards for IMSA events.
Oh no! Don't tell me he's done it for by accident.
He's got IMSA number boards for an event not using IMSA numbers. So yes. Made the mistake, and that's going to allow Howard to make this move, but this is going to be a weird one for Howard. Also, loving the Comic Sans on the wing of Howard, and he has not made that move. Every driver is struggling here. Every driver is struggling with these moves. Here comes the LMTH. What a camera angle, Rob. They're going to go 3 wide and now back to 2. What a camera angle that was.
Yes, indeed. The perfect time. Oh, just so ever so cautiously, because you're the closing distance is beyond bizarre, because if you make one mistake, you are absolutely in the wall. Howard's getting very racy, but he's accidentally broke himself, so he's now lost position.
Yeah. What a mistake. Vodafone with the Michael, best combo in international racing, end of story. When I think of Ferrari, I think of the Vodafone Ferrari, definitely. It's one of those legendary logo. Actually, the Vodafone logo is a legendary logo. Think about the Vodafone sponsorship for Manchester United. Didn't the 888 Racing, weren't they Vodafone at one stage in V8 Supercars?
I think so.
Yeah. So that's another one. Oh, Howard now has to... He's in a battle defending against Wolf-Dietrich Hoto after all that. He might be able to fight back, but it's a tough one for him. Not where he wants to be.
Yeah, but I mean, he still has time to make up, you know.
Oh, no, he will. But there's no issue with that. He will make the time up. Start to see these guys continuing to battle through the Jean-Bien curve into Le Mans. around the guy. I love Le Mans. It's such a tricky corner. Such a tricky corner. They go side by side. That's a decent block there from Brony. Totally in the right. Now he's moving over. Now that might be too moved. They touch.
Oh, going wide.
Might be a little bit there. Yeah, I think they had a little bit of a touch. And the sling back. What a sling back by Pittman. It doesn't work out though because of the tight line Brony's taking. Oh, this is just my games. Now you've got to start thinking, how do you reevaluate this? Wolf Teacher Toto, has he had a moment?
Yeah, he's span.
My...
No, he's span.
He is round. Did he get tagged? Yeah. Tagged the side there of Howard.
Oh, I came in too hard. And yeah, that's around at the exit of Sunset.
Such a shame. We're doing well. Now, the only plus side for that is that Howard now knows that he only has Kinchlow behind him. He managed to make that move on Kinchlow that he can try and fight back. But still got Brony, Pittman, Doughty, all in the mix. These positions. And there's another LMDH behind him. 4 seconds behind as they come out of the hairpin into the track. And this is the Andretti chicane, by the way. And now this is Cunningham corner. Michael Hogg's in the pits, by the way. Not a Colt is taking... not a pit stop.
What do you mean not a pit stop? Oh, yeah. Oh, I see. It's not a cult, it's not a pit stop.
Yeah.
That's not good news, I would have thought, because that's pretty... Well... unless he's pitting too...
No, that's 40 minutes into the race. That is a full stint of fuel.
So that'll be a two-stopper then.
Yeah. Now, can Brony use any of this slipstream from the LMDH? The answer is going to be a resounding maybe. Look at Pittman just sliding off to one side to get a little bit of slipstream, not to lose any advantage there. That's actually really smart. I've never seen that before. The trailing guy use the slipstream when they know they're not going to make an overtake there. That's really heads up there from Garrett to make that move. Doughty is in the back there. Howard still holding off Kinchlow in the background. We may just see him sliding around. There they are at the moment behind them there. And Kinchlow does not have a response as he continues against Daniel Howard as well. And that's an LMP2 coming out right by them. Oh, wow, that camera angle just gave me some flashbacks to the IMSA 12 hour from a couple of years ago.
It may be all one class, but it still is very much a crapshoot when it comes to multi-class racing, because they're only going to be racing when they're all on the lead lap, and we're still trying to figure out when that will be. We're about to come up to the halfway point here in 6 laps time. Side by side action, by the way, between Jan Brony and Garrett Pittman. And Jan Brony successfully defending, coming through the chicane and coming onto Tower.
No, that's the Andretti chicane. This is Cunningham. You're corner ahead of yourself, Rob, and a mistake there from Brony. We saw him go a bit wide earlier, but a slide from Pittman. Can they go side by side here? This is not a corner you want to go side by side into Tower. And I think Pittman realizes it. And the defense from Brony is going to give him a very bad exit line here. This is the run that Pittman wants. Brony does not want to defend the inside line here because that will make him take the outside for Jean-Bien. And again, Pittman unable to make the move. Goes for the braking. Into Jean-Bien they go. Remember the name of the famous French-Canadian or Canadian driver, Jean-Bien. And again, mistake from Brony. Is this it for Pittman? Can Pittman do this? By the way, it may not look it. You can actually go all the way to the wall there. I've had some experiences, let's just say. Hogg's going to be there. This is what Pittman could have used, but he can't. He's going to have to go around the outside. There's no way he's going to make this move around the outside. Surely not. Brony's got the inside. No, he's got this. He's got this. Pittman is going to make a move around the outside of Sunset. What a move from Garrett Pittman.
Ooh, just... I'd say Jan Brony's not gonna be happy about that. Just a little bit.
I'm just trying to figure if there's anything else he could have done there. Nothing else he could have done. It was just a really good move, and Pittman, I think, finally took advantage of the way Brony takes the corner. You know, different lines around that corner. There's what 100 different lines you can take around Sunset, and Pittman found the right one to go around the outside, and then all of a sudden, Dorsey's in with Howard, in with Kinchlow. Hey, those guys have caught straight back up again. What a surprise!
Wait, what was the surprise?
I mean, I'm being sarcastic. Surprised Dorsley and Howard is caught up, and Kinchlow has caught up with the rest of the field. And just look at Pittman. Remember how I said that Brony might be the cork in the champagne bottle?
That will allow the rest of them to get through. Yeah, he's already 1.8 seconds.
Pittman's 2 seconds ahead already, and he only made the move about half a lap ago. So we'll keep our eyes open on that one. But by the way, an interesting development. I realised that the LMDHs are now ahead of the LMP2s. Just on the basis that Michael Hogg had to take a pit stop. So,
yeah, but the NMDHs have not taken a pit stop as of right now.
Exactly, yeah. That's what I mean. But it does mean they are officially a lap. They are a lap ahead of the LMP2s on the nature that Michael Hogg's 15 seconds behind Carlos Plaza. So, LMDHs now only have to get past for 3 more times to make those moves. But again, they will have to take a pit stop in... When did they start again? The LMDHs started 12 minutes and 24 seconds. Do not be surprised if these LMDHs come in the next lap or 2, Rob.
Well, I mean, I'm on board, so...
When you were on board, I was like, are you on board with my idea, or are you on board with the LMDH leader?
By the way, Brony in pits.
Early pit stop in Brony, but he's got the time to work for it. Here we go. Ballas coming around. Doesn't look like he's taking a pit stop. That's very fast there, so nope. Won't be coming in yet, but we're at that 45-minute range, so I wouldn't be surprised if he does start looking at a pit stop sooner rather than, oh my god, it's too late.
I don't think anybody would want to have that now.
You never know. You never know.
Let's have a look.
So that is a 7.49 of Carlos Plaza. Continuing.
Oh, by the way, Shane Lake, he's a fan of Not a Cult. He's rooting for Michael Hogg.
Okay. But it's not a cult. It's not a cult.
Yeah. Also, it's a good thing that the images still work, because the car images that I had generated before, because I had to reload. Well, they still work. Yes, they do. Perfect.
I just realised I thought there was no Baby Metal logos. Oh, by the way, Kinchlow getting past Howard, or side by side there as they go. Howard and Dorsey side by side. Howard had a moment. You know what? There is some damage on the back of Howard's car. No, it's just been popped back in.
Might have been netcode.
Okay. Have I missed something?
You might have just had a netcode moment. This was a certified iRacing netcode moment.
Yeah, it was a netcode moment, but we know that Howard went a little bit wide into Cunningham. And now he's making the move stick into turn 1. So he lost a position to Kinchlow and Dortley after a mistake at Cunningham, and he's made one back going through turn 1. Now, who's going to win? The big brother, the Audi, or is it going to be the young, wily Lambo?
The Lambo. At least I would hope so. Anyway, there's 2v1.
No, I just meant between Kinchlow and Howard, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but but Doherty is still there, so
yeah. Are you basically saying that the Audi's getting ganged up on?
Yes.
Okay. So we know what you want to do. Fair enough. You just like gang up on Audis and attacking them. What have the Audis ever done to you? You're just angry because they haven't started their F1 program yet. That's all it is.
Yeah. Look, listen. I just
So at the moment, not a lot is going on. We've got that three-car battle, and to be fair, I think that there are other battles. The Ambroni, of course, he's stuck behind Jeremy Morrison at the moment. Morrison in P11 trying to battle Simon Green. Apart from that, not a lot going on out. Pardon?
There he is. There's Simon Green.
Yeah, there's Simon Green.
Oh, we came back at a good point because there's an LMDH trying to go around the outside.
And there's an LMDH that's gone around the outside. And look at the line that Green had to take to let that car by. Lets him by, comes straight back in, breaks in, and that Mercedes is taking away. And all of a sudden, the Ferrari's getting ganged up by a couple Mercedes. Hang on, this sounds very familiar. Carlos Plaza's in the pits as well for his pit stop. And James Daugherty as well. So, I'm curious because where is Yambroni?
Yambroni's
is here.
12th.
Yep, here's Yambroni. Gonna hit Jean-Bien very shortly. Where is he going to come out in terms of pit position? Getting held up a little bit by Morrison and Green. Not the corner to look for a late move. There's Consato!
Oh!
What a save by Yambroni! Buy yourself a lottery ticket!
Holy moly, I think he was probably screaming the entire time. Now, Carlos Plaza has come back out. He's a million miles away.
Yeah. But where's James Dorsey? He's still in the pits. He's still in the pits. And Morrison's gone a little bit wide. Brownie had to take a little bit of an adjustment there. Where is Dorsey? I think Brownie may have... The early pit stop here by Jan may have worked for him. Yeah, there it is. Got that position back, no problem. He has got this lap traffic to work around. A slide! Yeah, Brony's having to dodge everybody. Jerry Morrison, how did you save that? Can we get back and watch that? Jerry Morrison, how did you save that?
Well, let's have a look, shall we? Let's see. This is him, Jeremy Morrison. Let's see this slide. He slides it. Oh my! How? How? I mean, he's still pointing the right way too.
I mean, can we get a cockpit? Maybe. I mean.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look at cockpit. Hang on.
I'm really curious to see how he's done this. Into the corner. You can see this. The back going. The back goes now.
Oh. Full opposite line.
Wow. iRacing, that might be a moment you might want to put in the highlights. Drifting around turn 1 at Sebring. But Brony's got a 9-second lead over Daugherty, by the way. Just if you haven't seen, that's a big lead. And now finally the LMDH leader has come in as Ballas finally comes in. And what's interesting about this, Rob, that's 24 laps. It's a 59-lap race. If you've done the maths, that's a splash and dash.
Yeah, we wouldn't even be able to have saved that many laps either.
No.
And also the GT3s are still out and about, like, so I would imagine that, like, Go Lightly has been the next fastest, as is Garrett Pittman. They've both been absolutely fast. So if they stay out another 2 laps, we'll know that the GT3s can do a one stop. Oh, John Miller in the pits.
Sorry, just like where you just went, Sean Miller in the pits.
Sean Miller in the pits.
It's like University Challenge. Miller, pits. Well, you don't have University Challenge. What am I saying? Not many people know University Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
So, they're taking their pit stops at the moment. It's just all... We're exploring. That's Preston and Morrison. Preston get past Morrison finally. By the way, is that damage to the side of Morrison's car? No, it isn't. Ignore me. Yeah, I thought that was damage. It's just the way Morrison's car looks. And now who's coming to the pits now, Rob?
Coming into the pits now is everybody.
Kinchlow, Pittman, Howard, go lightly. 4 cars came into the pits. And very shortly, I think we'll see Mr. Plaza
Halto
come
staying
by
out.
them all. Yeah, Gelder and Wolf Dietrich Holto staying out.
Gelder staying out.
And that's all she wrote. Tom Dreeling, by the way, also came into the pits. He's into the pit lane now,
And
so
Plaza
he's lost.
Plaza's gone by all of them.
As you do, Plaza still net leader. Try and work out where everybody is shortly. With the pit stops, it's all very chaotic, as you know. And of course, in this format, it's really the last 10 minutes you get an idea of where everybody is. But Go Lightly is 2 seconds behind Yambroni.
Pittman is stuck in the pits. Now he gets out. What happened here? He spent a minute in the pits.
That's 10 seconds longer than he should do.
Yep.
Oh no! Tick tires while he was in the box.
Oh.
You take tires while you're in the box. You've got to wait for all the fuel to go in, and then you get the tires.
Now that's oh.
Yeah. That is one issue nowadays with this new system. It's not like the old pit system where you would come into the pits, look at your tires, and think, "Can we take tires?" Because it would go fuel then tires. No, because it goes up on the tracks right away. If you don't tick tires before you get in the box, then you're gonna have the issue of you have to wait for the fuel and then comes the tires. So Gelder into the pits.
Wolf
This
Dietrich
time
Holto
by,
is
so
in
he
the
says.
pits.
Yep. Yeah, Gelder's coming into the pits as well in that lovely livery for the number 69. I say lovely. Also, can we just look at the bonnet of Matt Gelder? Because let's say this. As he has now done this race, started this race, Mr. Gelder, congratulations. 100 major series races. And that deserves a round of applause. As he is halfway through his 100th race in the major series. He is, I want to say, the 4th person to do it.
Move it. Wait, on Matt Gelder's car.
Yeah.
Hang on. Let's try and. Oh, he's still. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, and it was at Sebring as well. The little cake says it.
Yeah. 100 races. Yeah, Matt Gelder. And also, there's another one who isn't in this split, but I'll give a nice shout out as well to Mark Raidillon, who's also in his 100th race today. So the UDOX driver.
It's a series of what's it?
I believe there is still a few other drivers that can make their 100th race this season. So
Probably a lot of the legends, I think.
yeah. But yeah, a shout out to those guys for the
good work.
one. Yeah. And also, by the way, thanks to UDOX for continuing with the silly wireframe cars.
Yes, I still love them. By the way, 201.8 from Carlos Plaza, by the way.
Wow. Track temp is 31 Celsius, and it's now 5:28 in the evening. Give it another 20 minutes, and I think we'll get the lights on.
I think it's about that. Yeah, I mean it's.
Do they still have the lights on the side of the track?
They
With
should
the new update.
They should do.
Yeah, I can't remember.
At least I think so. I can't remember 100%.
No, I'm trying to remember myself because the last race that I saw at nighttime was the 1,000 hours of Sebring last season, where they had to red flag it, so it wasn't even 1,000 miles. They red flagged it 3 times.
Wait, on my racing?
No, real life.
Oh, I was just like, why would they need?
Yeah,
to flag
no.
the lights?
In the real one, I can't remember the lights were there, but yeah, the 1,000 kilometers of
Why
Sebring
did they
were
red flag it?
So the first crash was at those corners before Jean because Juan Maria Lopez did Juan Maria Lopez things.
As you
Unfortunately,
do.
went for a send that wasn't and that couldn't happen. Had a damaged car, tried to get the damaged car back, and went so hard into a tire barrier he flipped the car. That's right, he flipped the
Oh,
Toyota
yeah.
LMDH and caused massive tire damage.
I remember that, actually.
Then, because of American laws, they were forced to have a red flag due to lightning in the vicinity.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It was like what you call it? It was
5 mile radius. I think it's a 5 mile radius.
the,
If you get lightning in a 5 mile radius, you've got to set a 30-minute clock, and it's a red flag.
yeah.
And then the heavens opened. They tried to get the race back on again. They went out. They tried, and then they realized this is just impossible.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
just get
bonkers.
in. So Alpine won,
As you do.
as you do.
Because the only way Alpine can win is by
Well, no, actually, Alpine have now gone into LMP2 for this season.
yeah, but didn't they do that for the last few years?
No, that they were in an LMP. They were in an old Rebellion LMP1 that was grandfathered in and had to be handicapped so it could run with the prototypes, the LMP with the hypercars.
Oh, I remember. Yeah.
So it's the only race they won, and it was the first. It's the first car with no hybrid to win in LMP in hypercar. And speaking of cars with no hybrid, Van Wall's in the list, Rob. Van Wall is racing in WEC this year.
Oh yeah.
It made the list.
Just about. Like.
Oh, it's 8 miles, by the way, not 5.
Thank you, Mr. Shane, for that. Because neither of us know in the intrinsics of it. Just past, well, more than just past halfway. We're 55 minutes left on the clock, according to our top stopwatch. 32 out of 59 laps completed. Your current leader is going to be Carlos Plaza II, who is currently 2 laps ahead of Ballas Turoxi and Tom Dreiling. Michael Hogg is then next for the LMP2s, who's in the lead, ahead of Patrick Kopp and Jason Holland. And of course, running out the rest of the field is Samuel Doughty, who is the current gap for him is 13 laps.
But he's still out there.
He's still out there.
Racing.
He's still trying his best. There's the cone, by the way.
I had a cone cut. Don't like cones.
You don't like cone? Why do you don't like?
What? In practice for Daytona, I drove through one of the cones. It got stuck in my wheel. And I thought it got stuck. I didn't know it got stuck. I was having issues turning the car. The car then spun when entering the oval. I spun, hit the wall, and as I hit the wall, the bumper fell off the car, and a cone appeared. It got stuck in the gaps that the LMDH has got.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No. So Go Lightly's unfortunately wanting to go into P2, but there's an LMP2 between him and Yamroni. Finally gets a chance, but look at the time he's lost because of just that dirty air and just having that issue with the traffic. He's gonna have to defend against Preston. He's using the slipstream what he can. And Go Lightly is gonna have to wait for another time. Interesting to see the times. He was faster than Jan Brony last time by. In fact, Brony had a 2:03.9 last lap. It was 2:02.575, and that is Holland into the pits, which does make sense because Holland had that disconnect, so he technically got a little bit extra fuel in and fresh tyres because of that issue. And Jeremy Morrison, has left the race. Yeah, Jeremy Morrison is out of the race. Now, what happened to Morrison?
Oh, Morrison's at the race?
Yeah.
Did he just throw in the towel or something?
Well, he pulled the car into the pit and then retired. Not seeing anything. He had a long pit stop, but that would have been a long pit stop. Yeah, I can't see anything that would have done it unless he had a moment coming out of the pits. I'm not seeing anything on my end. So no idea why he's pulled into the pits and retired, but we'll try and get some information on that anyway. We're just still watching this lovely battle at the front here. We've been watching this battle all day long.
Watch this battle all day long because it
Oh, hello. James Dean's had a moment. James Dean with a moment. He's had a spin at Jean-Bien.
We're going to catch it here. This is James E. Dean at Jean-Bien.
Come around now, and he's trying to catch it. He's nowhere near the apex. There's giving no grip, not a lot of grip out there into the barrier. Yeah, but then he had that issue of gotta get around, and manages to get around. He's still out there. Yeah, you can tell straight away that car just was trying to get to the inside there, trying to get into the apex, and he was struggling to keep that car where he want, to get closer. And the back just, at the end of the day, the back just said no. Now I gotta think, Rob. This is all set up for the fastest cars to finish at the same time as the slower cars. Huh? Have they factored in a driver like Carlos Plaza, putting a 33-second lead? Oh no, Brony spun! Brony spun! That's pressed. Yeah, Brony spun out there by Go Lightly. It was a very touchy move there. There was space, and I don't know. Very late move here. Watch this going in. Brony's trying to do it, and you can see Mike wants this. There's space there.
Yeah.
Maybe Jan turned in. Maybe Jan turned in. Maybe Mike shouldn't have put his nose there. I think it's a racing incident.
Yeah, that was always going to end in tears.
But unfortunately, that's for the only plus side for Brony. Yeah, he's down in P6 now. No damage to the car. That's the important bit. But Go Lightly loses out of position. Preston takes P2. But as I was saying, 34 seconds. I think Plaza may just run away with this, just with the pace he's been able to put out. The moment he got the lead, he was gone.
Current status of the other classes, by the way, just to keep you up to speed. That's Ballas Troxy. There is Carlos Plaza. So that is just over 2 laps now, the gap. So he will be passing him probably on this lap or the next lap. And then it'll be down to 1. And then you should start panicking.
I think he'd be panicking right now, but that gap, 12 seconds. Yeah, he'll get past him this lap, no doubt about it. But it's just going to be a question of when. And Rob Courtney is... Yeah, I was just looking at Rob Courtney before he had a moment. He was letting Carlos Plaza by. Carlos continues his charge through the field. And I love this steering wheel.
The Cosworth steering wheel. That's
yeah, the new one that they've made for the LMDH. Look at it. Oh, where you go?
Oh. Do you see what I'm seeing?
I'm seeing what you're seeing.
Look at the bottom right. Watch as he turns. Yeah. The Tilton's turning. That's turning? That's triggering me right now.
Oh my god.
Do you see that?
Oh my... What on earth?
iRacing, I found a bug.
Could somebody clip this, please? Is that meant to happen? Somebody just clip that and just put the link in our Discord or something.
No, it shouldn't. It's turning all the way around. Look at this. And there it is. Let's have a look at the cockpit. He's on board with Ballas Troxy, and I think he actually just did pass Rob Courtney for position.
Yes, that is a position for Ballas. He's finally made 2 positions in the race. And a second and a half up the road. Look at that car you can just see in the distance. Oh, do I have to look at this thing again? Do I have to look at this again?
I really want to see this.
Okay, the left turn. Oh, hello. Hang on 1 second. There's a car just coming out the pits. And he's not going to be able to make this move yet. Nope, he won't. I got to check this on mine now. Is this happening on mine? It is.
Yes, it
What is that?
I think it's because there's something.
Is that meant to be doing that? Anyone know? Is that meant to be doing that?
No, it's not. I can guarantee you that. By the way, Taroxy is now only one. It's only one lap down now. So.
But that means he's got to get past everybody, then get past everybody again.
Yeah, so he has to do it 2 more times. But I mean, he's done it. Remember the LMDHs. They were 6 laps down. As far as I'm aware.
Oh. Is that weird? Yeah, sorry, just keeping on. Ooh, Preston breaking heavy into the hairpin on go lightly. Oh, I've just dropped the drink bottle there. Apologies if you heard that. Go lightly, losing time to Preston. And I love these new what are they? These new number banners that they're trying to incorporate into the major series with the gold, silver, and bronze licenses that some of these drivers have. They've got different licenses now. It's not just everyone's a sportsman, everyone's a pro. It's more everyone's a gold driver, everyone's a silver driver, everyone's a bronze driver.
Yeah, we're looking at Michael Lightly. He's considered bronze according to his tag. Do we have anybody else that would be considered? Let me just see here.
Lambroni is a silver, I believe.
Yes, he is. Let's have a look at Carlos Plaza. Don't know if that is. I think that's not a livery that has it on it. But let's have a look at Preston.
I do have.
You have the list.
I have a list. I don't think I have an list. But they do have. Yeah. Sorry, there's sports silver and there's a sports bronze. So some of the silver guys, they'll be in the top split, some in the first split, some will be in the second split, and we've got the second one. So, Hack and Shot, for example, who's not here, Jason Wallet, for example, they're silver drivers. The Ambronis are still silver driver. I'm not sure who else is in the. Oh, Kenneth Reeder is also a silver driver. So some of those top drivers we saw last year in the Sportsman are currently there in races like that. I'm trying to see if there's anyone in this race that I can see. I'm not seeing anything. So Adam Preston is a silver.
Oh, whoa! Whew. Adam Preston getting overtaken by Michael Lightly. Oh, well, I want to replay this because that was. We just had Daniel Howard in the pits. For only 10 seconds.
Howard.
For only 10 seconds. In his box, anyway. Yeah, that was a big chop in the nose right there.
Say Daniel Howard. Didn't you mean a Jason what?
No, Daniel Howard.
Oh yeah. Very weird. Do you know what? I think he's had a moment. I think oh yes, he's had a moment. He had to take a quick repair. He had to take a quick repair because Daniel Dalty, I did see him retire the car, had a moment coming out of turn 3, sorry, and Howard had nowhere to go.
So that's
and
two.
they made massive contact.
Well, at least he's fast repaired it anyway. He's back out there. But that is now 2 cars retired. That is Doughty and Morrison both retired. Jason Holland still running 6 laps down. By the way, just to show you the gap, Tom Dreiling is 50 seconds behind Ballas. Ballas has been absolutely steaming. He's actually also the highest iRacing driver here in this split, and he is considered. He doesn't have a classification on his car, but I'd assume he's the silver.
You find it out for me, Craig? Yes, Rob. I'll try and find it out. I'm going to say yes. I'll have to have a look at our new powers here. my eyes. I can't see him. He can't be a bronze driver. Surely. Might be a bronze driver. I can't see him. That's my answer. I cannot see him, unfortunately. So he may even be a pro driver that's kind of not made it in. I'm not 100% sure what's happened there. Regardless, what is happening is this keeps the dream alive of can he win the race? Because there's coming up to 24 laps left. There or thereabout.
It's 21 laps left, not 40.
Oh, of course, yes. I'm looking at Ballas's lap count.
Yeah,
yes, I apologise.
No, he's only 1 lap down.
Yeah, but he's on lap 37 of 59, so that would be.
Yeah. I get what you mean. I think we're just having a brain fart there.
Who am I?
Where am I? Oh, I am starting to see the lights come on. Actually, the car lights are on.
Yes.
Only for some of them. The AMGs are not. The Ferraris and the Lamborghinis are. Let's have a look. Rob Courtney having to tow. Jason Holland
having to tow.
Yeah, he towed a minute and a half ago. Let's have a look and see what happened. What happened to Rob Courtney? Here he is. He's still driving. That's coming into the chicane.
That's Cunningham.
Yeah.
I reckon he's going to have a moment here that he just slides.
His front bumper is actually pretty. He's got a pretty damaged car actually. Already, he's having issues, whatever they are, and then he comes. What? Oh, yeah. That is one hell damaged car. Let's have a look.
You think he just called it quits?
Hang on, let me just fast forward to him.
No.
Hey, what about Babidi? Oh, but I think
that's a hardware failure.
Yeah, I think he forgot to brake or a hardware failure. Yeah, so that's him. I think stuck. He's gonna use his fast repair, and he's back out. What a brand new car that is.
Might have been a lockup then. That was weird.
No, he didn't. He didn't even attempt to brake.
Puddling. Anyway, what's not puddling are these battles. Zambroni is holding off Garrett Pittman for P5, but we're looking at Mike Go lightly holding off everybody that isn't called Carlos Plaza. That gap is now that's not a typo. Not a typo. 42 seconds. As Patrick Kopp comes in to the pit for his, which should be penultimate. No, not penultimate. Final. Wow, final pit stop. Apologies. He will come in for the pits. Now, where is Ballas? This is the way we've got to start looking now, because he's overtaken Magic, who's 16th in class. He's got Simon Green 2 seconds up the road. German Valencia's in the pits, so that's another position. He's going to get Simon Green very shortly. In fact, Simon Green, get Simon Green, no problem. He's now up the order. He's starting to make headwind. There's only one more car on this lap that he can overtake full position. It's Christian Gads, who is about 30 seconds away from him. So, say 30. Yeah, we'll call it 33 seconds, shall we? Let's call it 33 seconds. As he now comes by, so we're just keeping our eyes here on that. You're lightly, and there's Daughtry just holding on.
Yeah, there's a four-way. It's a battle for fifth between 4 cars. Actually, we kind of slept on this because Zambroni had issues, and he's now back. He's down in a 5th, but he is actually fighting. He's 7 seconds behind Lynn Kinchelo, Although, look at that TikTok car.
Oh, that's an ambitious stand for Dorsey on the inside of Tower, just behind them. It doesn't pay off for him. There's an AlphaTauri coming right by him. Sizemore's going to take that position. And they're also losing out to Brony now. That move there from Dortley kind of just took them out of the slipstream of Brony, and Brony's now just breathing a sigh of relief. He's going to get that P5, secure that P5 for the moment, and it's now a three-car battle for P6. Pittman, Sizemore, Dortley, all together, and I don't think James has got the speed here. And that AlphaTauri of Carl Sizemore is about to make some moves. No, he's not. James almost hitting the back there. Is that a pit stop from Kyle? It is. Kyle's coming into the pits. So that is a pit stop there for the AlphaTauri as we continue to see these cars battling.
Adam Preston catching up to the back of Mike Golightly, actually.
I think Mike's had a moment. Yeah, he had a 2:04.5 last lap. He's had a moment. He's looking like he's struggling out there. I'm pretty sure he did take tyres, so not an issue. Did he take tyres or not? Michael Hogg's into the pits now, by the way. So we're starting to see some drivers take their final pit stops. Unfortunately, if you're in the LMDH, I think you gotta... Might be a little bit touch and go of you. You might have to take a splash and dash, which will add a lot of complications to this race. In fact, where is Ballas? In fact, Ballas is just got one more. No, Ballas doesn't only have one more left to overtake to get back on the lead lap, does he? He does indeed. Where is Carlos Plaza the second?
There he is.
He's just come out of turn one. He just set a 2:01.506. It's now 29 Celsius. It is 7 o'clock in the evening. It's the golden hour for all of what? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
So that's going to happen. I love this sunset. I love this sunset. As they go, flash of the... Yeah, we're talking about you, Carlos. We're talking about you, Carlos. We see the flash of the headlights.
Yeah. Hello, Carlos. By the way, Ballas is still moving up. He is closing.
He is. I think now the gap between him and Plaza is... I don't know, actually. I want to take a wild guess, and I want to say... Oh, gee willikers, it's 11 seconds. He's 11 seconds away from getting back on the lead lap.
You know what I think?
What do you think?
I think I know who will win.
I mean, he'll have 20 laps to take that lead.
Yeah, but if you look at the time, right, he can unlap himself. At the current pace, he can unlap himself once every 8 laps. Because his last lap was a 1:45.8. Carlos's last lap was a 2:01. So the difference is, let's just say, conservatively, the difference is 15 seconds. 15 by 4 gives you a minute. 15 by 8 gives you 2 minutes. So, theoretically, I would say it's 8 laps to unlap himself.
Ray, welcome to the Raidillon guesstimate system.
Raidillon guesstimate system. I am in control. Oh.
I mean, it sounds better if you try to do the dialect. I am that Raidillon guesstimate.
Exterminate.
Speed averages do not make sense. They will be guesstimated. We've jumped the shark, sorry.
Yeah, we have, yeah.
But no, there he goes. Ballas is overtaken. He is now officially on the lead lap. Which means there are 11 cars now on the lead lap.
This is like, you can just see the clock. It's already like Ballas is he won't have a a time next to him, but you'll just see him just skip all the way through. By the way, oh, Preston's in the pits.
Yeah, I think something's happened. I know James Dean is out, and now Preston. I think Preston. That's a pit stop. No, he got rear-ended. He got rear-ended into the going into sunset. Is that a moment there by him? Was he? Yeah. Oh, he got rear-ended by the 44 of Kinchlow.
Ooh. Does Kinchlow have any damage on him? Let's have a look.
Yeah, it was a mistake. Kinchlow didn't realize he was pitting. That is a shame to see for Preston. At least he got into the pits. But of course, it's not what you want to see at this stage of the race. He goes down the order. Our closest battle on the track at the moment. Pittman, Brony. They continue to have their fight. There is Kinchlow behind. You see is Brony. Pittman's right there as well. Now Rob does say, "Oh, Ballas might have a chance." He is going to make that lap, definitely.
I would say Ballas probably will be in the lead and have lapped them. Raidillon guesstimation system, right here.
Guesstimate.
He is that fast.
He is him. He is him, as they say.
He is him. I mean, let's for old time's sake, let's just watch the tilt.
In all due fairness, though, you look at Tom Dryling. He's got a chance of getting on the lead lap. It may be he is what, a minute behind Ballas, but he's going to get that lap back, I feel.
Dryling will be on the lead lap, probably have passed. It'll be the fight between the two of them, but they're so far. Like, Dryling is just crossing the start-finish line, and Taroxy is coming around Le Mans.
Yeah. And looking at the times here, Tarowski is going to, next lap, definitely get past Sean Miller for 9th overall. And then comes the question, well, no, it'll be 8th overall because Jan Brony had to go and is taking a pit stop now. So he's going to be 9th overall in about 2 seconds. There, 9th overall. 14 seconds away from Wolfie Jacoto and P7. Give it about 15 minutes a lap around here, maybe even 20. He just did a 44.748. Wow, these are times I'm going to be doing at Sebring this next month. I don't know. Yeah, he's going to overtake 2 cars this lap, I feel. Well, he's overtaken 1 already. He's going to do 2 more.
Just sliding through as the sun sets, by the way. We are definitely coming into the end of golden hour. Because it is. Did I just hear a bell?
Might have been my watch just going off.
Oh, well, you know what? That was actually perfect time. It's like ding dong, golden hour is dead. But I am starting to see that the headlights are actually making a difference. Like, you can actually kind of see where they're casting light onto the road.
Yeah, and also I do see the reflector lights on the side of the tracks. They still do have them. Yay! One of the best things about Sebring is that you basically got runway lights. Did you know that Sebring is a former Air Force base? You wouldn't know it with lights across the whole track. Oh, one of my favorite stats, isn't it? Sebring is built on an old Air Force base. Also, like, I know they do testing around Sebring, don't they? And multiple race series, they do testing around here. Multiple series do testing here. It's very good. There we go. Ballas is going to get past Wolf Dietrich right now. Daughtery is in front. There's been more pit stops going around. So, look at that car. Look at that beautiful BMW. Straight into the turning, makes the move.
And
James
now
has to do a little bit. Yeah.
And now he's top 5.
Wow.
So
11 seconds up the road is Garrett Pittman. But again, We know that Ballas will have to take a splash and dash. Yes, he will have to take a splash and dash.
All of them will. And the LMP2s will have to pit again. I mean, they already have. James Holland will have to pit again. Dryling will have to pit again, and Ballas will have to pit again. But there's a pit after he's done his charge, because he is getting to the stage. That is not good. Not good. Carlos Plaza is off and damaged.
What has happened to Plaza here? I think he's had a moment at some point of the track. He's still got that lead, though, but this is big.
Oh, there it is.
It's a moment in turn 1.
There it is. Oh, what happened? Oh, his bonnet came off. Here, hang on. Oh, I see now. Slowly it comes in. Oh, the back steps out. And it slides. Oh. And the bonnet falls off. And watch it pop back into place. The timing. Oh, dear me. Oh, yeah.
So he's lost a bit of time. I'm trying to see what the gap is. By the way, Ballas is 10 seconds away. Ballas is 10 seconds away from Go Lightly. But Ballas is going to lap Dryling at this rate. Dryling is about 31 seconds away. Kinchlow's in the pits.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so what I think what Ballas might do is he will lap them all and then go for the pits once he gets a gap. Because he'll have to do a splash and dash under any regard, as does Dryling. And Dryling is literally just up the road from him. But it does... I think you now can agree with me, Craig. The stars are aligning.
Well, the stars are coming out. I mean, look, there's Jennifer Anderson. There's Tom Hiddleston. Sorry, that's an old cartoon joke, isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't know if you remember that. I see all the stars. There's Bugsy Malone, and all that. Ballas gets past Go Lightly, and he is going 4th. He is now P2 overall. And Plaza's in the pits. Now, if I'm Ballas right now, and I know I go do a splash and dash, I'm getting the pits right now. I'm in the pits right now. Because Plaza, this may even be Plaza's lead gone. We have to take a quick repair for sure.
Well, it will be his lead gone. I mean, he won't be able to get it back.
Oh no, he's taking tyres.
It's a free pit stop to take tyres.
But it's a splash and dash, Rob.
Ooh. Oh, I think we just witnessed... yeah. Oh, dear. Okay, so the hybrids are going to win. Simply because the mathematics of it all is that he has stormed his way through.
That's a mistake from Plaza to not untick. He's come out 3 seconds behind Pittman. He might be able to fight this back. I think Go Lightly... You know what? Go Lightly's going to have to do a splash and dash as well, isn't he? The 20... Yeah, I think Carlos might get that lead in the class back. He's wiggling the car around. I don't know why he's trying to check if there's any permanent damage or not, because he had a fast repair. Shouldn't cause that now.
Well, a fast repair would be helpful because to check it out, because sometimes a fast repair can't actually get everything. There would be like unfixable damage for some reason. Even a fast repair can't get.
Yeah, right. I will just leave you for 2 seconds, Rob. I mean, there's not a lot going on, but I'm sure you'll find something to talk about.
Indeed, indeed. So, as of right now, the maths dictate that everything going equal at the moment, Ballas will win this race. However, he still has to pit, and he still has to fight his way back through if he pits within the next 3 or 4 laps. How will Talden Dryling do? He is on lead lap, and he's 21 laps into his current stint, so he will have to pit again. The cars of Michael Hogg and Patrick Kopp They are several laps down at the moment. Kopp is still trying to make his way through the field. I think. Whoa! Yeah, that's a bit close. And you are going to see as Sean Lake points out, you are going to see brain fade freight. You see it? Yeah, I have it in the commentary booth as well. And that's simply because even if it is a 6x timescale for the 2 hours, because it'll simulate the 12 hours. I mean, once you go into night, the temperature just drops off a cliff. If we were to take a look just at the current situation, it's 28 degrees Celsius out there. That's quite a big change from the 40 it had, and we are coming into 8 o'clock at night. Partially cloudy with a 15-kilometer-an-hour northeasterly breeze. And yeah, it is going to be a bit of a conundrum, especially for the leader now as it is. He is 30 seconds already ahead of Mike Golightly, but he's not the person that we were looking at. The person we're looking at is Carlos Plaza.
We're looking at Carlos Plaza.
Yes.
Because this is the one we got to keep our eyes on. Also, I come back and it's pitch black, almost. It's crazy. It's at Carlos Plaza. Keeping an eye. Here comes Ballas into the pit. Ballas into the pits he is now. Be interesting to see where he built up one hell of a lead to go lightly. Does he take tyres? He's missed his pit box. He takes tyres as well! Now this is a big moment. 20 seconds at the tyre stop. He will lose the lead, but will gain it back. Plaza now trying to make up. He's 7 seconds behind Pittman. Golightly is 15 seconds ahead. Whereas Ballas is now coming out of the pit lane. It might be tight. I think he's got this, but that was tighter than it should have been, Rob.
Well, I mean, if he wanted to take tires, I mean, he's got nothing to lose. It's better to take tires and be comfortable in the fact that, hey, I've got a brand new set. Let's get him, you know, rather than I'm on an older set and it's already been through what?
But he has to warm these tires up.
True, but it's an initial cost for a big benefit.
Which way to go? This is the overtake for the lead, folks. It's anticlimactic.
I mean, it's very climactic because we weren't expecting this. I would have said that the LMP2s would have won it. It was the same situation that we had in several races where the formula was kind of being jostled around way back when we were doing the Predator series. So, you know, I'm assuming at some point, I was assuming at some point that the LMP2s would have gone first, but no. BMW on BMW, yeah. You hate to see it, although this BMW looks a lot nicer, I would have thought.
Oh, it does. So apparently the stats was meant to be that the LMDH would have to be on the lead lap with 8 to go. And the LMP2 would have to be on the lead lap with 9 laps to go. Are we there? I'm not 100% sure. It's going to be touch and go for the LMP2 because they would want to try and get a top 5 finish. Well, now I was trying to keep my eyes out. I think they will. I think, as there's 10 laps to go, I think those LMP2s, I think Hogg might be in for a shot of, you know, getting on the lead lap here at the end of the race.
Yeah, he's already taken his pit stop, so he's going to go to the end.
Yeah, I would say...
Sorry. We all know the LMDH breathe better in clean air. Look how big his nose is. To be fair, that is...
It's a lovely nose.
It's a lovely big nose.
It's a lovely nose. But, Yeah, sorry. My mind has been taken away from me here. There are still battles going on as Tom Drelling comes into the pit. I think Drelling will have to try and fight his way, but
Drelling will at least get to the lead lap, or get to the front, but he will probably be lapped.
We do have one battle still going on out there, Rob. Kinchlow and Howard continue what they've basically been doing all 2 hours, basically, for 50 laps.
They've been inseparable for the last little while, yeah. I think Kinchlow just wants to get to pip the post as best he can, given the fact that, you know, a top 5 probably is out of the question at this point. Unless Sean Miller and Alto have to pit again, so maybe, but I'd say he would want to at least, you know, put his best foot forward for this one.
Well, you'd hope they put their best foot forward for this one. Opening up the season with a win would be vital for their championship standings. And we look forward to seeing who is the first one, because I believe they still get points for winning their class. I think that's still a thing. I'm not entirely sure how the point scoring will go with this sort of race, because usually when you've got multi-class in the major series, each winner of a class gets a win attributed to them in the overall standings. So we'll wait to see if that is the case. But of course, we're on lap 51 now. Surely, actually, the LMP2s technically they're on lap 49. They haven't started lap 50 yet. Where is Michael Hogg? Yeah, he's still on lap 49, and he's finally overtaken Go Lightly, but Hogg's a lap down. I don't think the LMP2s are going to do this. Or it's my... Yeah, I think... Hang on a second. Yeah, the LMP2s aren't going to do this, Rob.
They won't have the time. I don't think so.
No, they're not going to have the time to do this. They're not even on the same lap. They're still a lap down.
Yeah, they're 2 laps down, actually. Not just one. It's they're 1 lap down compared to compared to the GT3 field that they're trying to overtake. Ooh, this is really, really bad news, actually.
Yeah, they're not going to make it, unfortunately. If it was an LMDH, I'd be saying, get ready. This is going to be a tight one at the end. But no, this is... I hate to say it. Might be the LMP2 is going to struggle here. Does feel... Yeah, it does feel that way. Because where is... There's the 744 of Michael Hogg, the 669. Oh, Bala Swarovski, he's already lapping Matt Gelder. He's already lapped Matt Gelder. Got Kyle Seasmore and Simon Green up ahead. So he's going to be lapping them. He's going to be lapping the LMP2 traffic. Patrick Cott's going to get lapped very shortly as well. That gap is officially 34 seconds at the end of the last lap and climbing for Ballas over Matt Gelder. In fact, you can actually see, well, you can't see because of the way the gaps are. Go Lightly's in the pits. So Pittman takes the lead, and Carlos Plaza. And the Go Lightly go up on the jacks. Nope. Somebody smart. Somebody has not taken tyres, Rob.
He's just stuck in the pit. Oh, there he goes.
Yeah. Go Lightly did not take tyres.
You could say he went lightly. Oh, I'm a comedian. I do shows every day. I'm just wondering if Garrett Pittman would pit, because Carlos Plaza has actually just caught up to him. So this is a battle for essentially third at this point, or second at this point. It'll be third once Tom Dreiling comes through, but he's 5 seconds. He's 5 seconds a lap slower than Ballas is at the moment.
Yeah. I can't see it. Might be, but it's going to be tough. Trying to think. No, I can't. Surely not. No.
Don Dogfather on our Discord, by the way. If you are interested in joining Discord, please do. Put an image and it says that's not supposed to happen in relation to Tilton. Oh, it's tilting again. Oh, I wonder. Oh dear. Every time I see it. Oh.
I'm just there like.
It's just. It's such. It's not only the fact that it's a it's the fact that it combined with the fact that it's like, oh, the Tilton. Ooh.
Yeah, it just does it out of nowhere. Also, Plaza on the inside of Pittman. And can't make that move
There
work
he is.
at the moment.
Yeah, that's a bit of grass.
Oh, what a send. What a send into the corner. He's going to make it stick, though. Surely. Yes.
Chop in the nose. Yep. Got it.
Pittman.
Got it squared away. That's what new tires gives you. It gives you grip. What's the track temperature like actually? Now that we've gone into sundown.
It's 27 Celsius. You got to remember as well.
Oh, he's flashing. He knows he's on the he's on the stream. Yeah, he's got red hot brakes too. Oh, nice. Hello. Tom Dreiling is currently. Hang on a minute. I need to hear what that car just did on board. Hang on.
Something about traffic. I think Tom Dreiling currently hitting the hairpin. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make that. You know, Dreiling's gonna get second.
He is, yeah, the current pace anyway. Well, actually, I'm questioning him. I'm questioning if he would. Might? No, not like that. Dreiling making the mistake of the century, and that's not good. What happened? Hardware failure?
Oh, I don't know. Looks like a lockup.
Let's have a listen again.
Yeah, that's a lockup. That's a lockup.
No, he didn't use his brakes though. Not for the corner anyway.
Oh, that to me is a lockup because if you know you're not going to make it, you would still try and use the engine braking by shifting down. But he's not shifting down enough. So it wouldn't surprise me if there was a lockup and he didn't. Remember, these are prototypes. The best way to get rid of a lockup is to get off the brake. So it wouldn't surprise me if that's what's happened there. And whoa boy, it's a bit of miscommunication. Now we'll know how bad the damage is. Does Cop get past him? Yeah, Drelling's in the pits. He's down on top speed. He's got a meatball flag. So all of a sudden, that whole talk of, hey, he's got a chance. Nope. Now, Tom, if you're listening to me, untick everything. Everything. Unless you need fuel. Untick everything.
Untick it all. Just go for the repair, get out, and drive. By the way, Howard and... they're still fighting. Oof. Bit of a slide there. Having to check up from Daniel Howard's end. Probably will come back at him in due course.
Yeah, just seeing Dreiling right now. He's going to be losing out to Adam Preston. Oh, no. Oh, no.
What?
I don't think he unticked everything, Rob.
And yeah, he's not getting second place.
He took the tyres. Oh, dear. That's a shame.
Yeah. Do you know what the worst thing is? It's even worse than that. Ballas will lap everybody before the race ends.
Yeah. Ballas is going to lap everybody. He's 11 seconds away from Carlos Plaza. So, Ballas could have a accident right now and travel, and crawl to the pit and still win the race. In fact, German Valencia's had a moment as well. That's a spinner out of Sunset. That might be that's a crabbing car out of Sunset. Ballas has got to work around it. It's fine. Now, what has happened to German? Oh, German's been crabbing for quite a while.
Who is it?
Yeah, the 713 of German Valencia has been crabbing
Ooh.
for the whole lap.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to go backwards in big time. Oh yeah.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, it was an incident to start the lap 52, this current lap, going into turn 1.
I mean, you can just see.
Oh, and that was the damage! Now we know! Now we know what happened to Drelling! Drelling couldn't brake because he had his wheels knocked out!
Oh! Yeah, that is a massive accident. Yeah, that is definitely what will cause your crabbing. Just love how the... That is not where the radiator's meant to be.
Also, is that bumper being dragged along?
Yeah, it was being dragged along, yeah. I just want to see this, by the way, on the replay. I just want to see. Let's get a focus here. Yeah, he's crabbing massively.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But the radiator's in the boot.
That's a fuel tank.
No, when did a fuel tank have a... Is that a fuel... It looks like a radiator, because it looks
Why
like
would a radiator on a front wheel, on a front engine drive... No, that is... Oh.
Do you see what I mean?
There's a cog there, but I can't see what it is.
Yeah, I can't see in this light.
It's got to be a fuel cell, though, because the engine's in the front. Why would you have a cooler in the back?
Whatever it is, anyway. He's now made it to bits. With 4 laps to go.
So someone's going to come and just tell us exactly what that is.
Yeah, well,
But,
I would.
Oh, Patrick Kopp! Patrick Kopp's gone off. And he's hit the wall. Has he hit the wall? He's tapped. Yep, he's been in the barrier. He's had a moment at tower.
Yeah, I can see that he's been in the wall. I mean, the left side of that car does not look good.
And the brain fade is hitting a few people now. He had a moment at tower, and he's just slid off into the tyre wall. And that will give you a little bit of damage as Ballas continues to do Ballas things and just dominate this race. It's 9 o'clock sim time, by the way, so perfect call by Major Series for making this finish like it is the real world.
Just like the real thing, except it's condensed into 2 hours. Imagine that, though. Like,
Well, go on.
I know this is like the dumbest thing to ever say, but I wonder. I would have wanted something like that in real life, where you can just, you know.
Well, in the late 90s, there was a fantastic PlayStation game called Le Mans 24, and it was the first game to have the Circuit de la Sarthe in a game, right?
Well, I
And you
mean,
could
I mean, if it was a game about the Le Mans 24, it didn't have Le Mans in it. I mean,
okay. Here's the thing, though. It had the 24-hour race. Now you could do the 24-hour race where you could save the game when you pitted, so you could pick it up. You could, but you could also have different lengths. You could have a 24-minute, 24-hour Le Mans race where, yes, every minute simulated an hour. Now, how cool does that sound? 24 minutes every minute, Oh, I think Simon Green's has Simon Green. Oh, Simon Green. Yeah, Simon Green's lucky not to hit the wall. Oh, wait, no, he did hit the wall. I apologize.
That car does not look like it's straight.
Yeah, that car hit the wall.
Nice lights on it, though.
Yeah, but unfortunately, did he have a meatball flag? He has a meatball flag as well.
Does he?
Yeah.
What, Simon Green has a meatball flag? This car doesn't look like that damaged.
Watch what happened, and
I think I just saw a glimpse of why. His front right isn't looking that good. They're showing us the black flag. We need to take this seriously, otherwise we're not going to get anywhere in this world.
Is that what they say?
I don't know. They probably
Well,
don't.
there's still a battle here. Something must have happened with Plaza that last lap, because all of a sudden Pittman's on the back of him. Ballas is almost coming around to start his final lap. Simon Green, that damaged car, is saying, nope, just get past me. Get past me. Pittman and Plaza, though, still battling. Plaza's had a moment. I don't think Plaza's got any damage. Okay, we are checking. No, no damage. No damage. You are fine. Continue. Plan D.
And we are checking. You have no damage. No damage. You are okay to race.
But it is white flag. Balázs Tarkowski has 1 minute and 50 seconds to keep that car clean and get around 2 more GT3s, Gelder and Preston. That's right. He's not just going to lap everybody once. He's going to lap some of the top guys twice. There's Gelder. Now, come on. Don't lap Gelder. It's his 100th race. Come on. Matt Gelder in his 100th race. He finishes his 100th race. That's the important thing. Forget it.
Yeah,
he finishes 100th
Gelder,
race.
Yeah. Where is Matt Gelder, actually? There he is.
Yeah, anyway. So, we still got that battle as well. Can Pittman hold on? Can Pittman get that move on Plaza? Because they would have seen the white flag as well.
Where is it? Yeah, they would be on the white flag lap, yeah.
Yeah. They're on white flag. And I don't know if Plaza's got damage or anything, but they've been matching each other. Thank you very much, Watch. They've been matching each other, continuing down. I don't think that Ferrari's got the speed to make this. It's going to be 4 tenths. We'll keep our eyes on that. Balázs has only had a few corners left in the race. He's at Jean-Bien. He's got Adam Preston in front of him. He's just going to hold off. And Balázs is going to take a drive up the back straight. He's going to enjoy this with Pittman and Plaza still battling. Balázs is going to be coming around sunset for one final time. Sticks the braking. There it goes. Turns in. Lovely sight of that car at nighttime with the lights around the final corner. Round he goes. And the first race of the Predator of the Major Series goes to Balázs Tarkowski in a dominant fashion. And the fireworks are already going off.
Coming back
Of
to...
course, Rob, you got to go back to this.
Yeah, Plaza. Can he hold for second place? And Raidillon will not get... He'll stick into fourth. But Plaza has been fighting hard, tooth and nail for this. Garrett Pittman not letting it go. 29 laps on a stint, so he only did the one-stop strategy, and it worked out for him big of bucket loads. And oh my goodness, he is going to be just coming around the corner.
Oh, no, hang on. Has he? Oh, no, he's got on the grass. He just cut the grass. He tried making that. But I think there was just too much. There was too much of space, not enough space between them, so he couldn't get on the throttle hard enough there, and unfortunately, did not work out for him. But Raidillon, what a recovery! I mean, even if he didn't have that incident, may have made it. He had to do a splash and dash regardless. Maybe if he didn't take the tires, he might have made it. But still, a P4 is still a good result for that car after everything that happened. So Golightly is going to come across the line. He's just going to beat Daniel Howard. Wolf Dietrich Hoto had to take a pit stop on the final lap.
Yeah, he did, yeah. I was going to mention that too. He couldn't make it all the way, so...
And Jan Brony is going to hold off Sean Miller. What a recovery drive from him. After everything that happened, Lynn Kinchlow will get that P5 in class as well, and 7th overall. A good result for him. And the LMP2s finished 2 laps down.
But we still appreciate our boy. Not a cult.
Not a cult.
Not a cult.
As Michael Hogg won the LMP2 class.
Yeah, he did indeed. Our boy, not a cult. May have not finished where he wanted to be, but he still finished ahead of everybody else in his class. That's the main thing. Now, let's get the wave, the synth wave going, as we are going to look at the results for today's big ol' race, with Tarkowski leading the way in P1, Plaza in P2, with Pittman in 3rd place, Raidillon in 4th. And then we get down into the last of the top 5 was Mike Golightly. Very well by him. Very tame, but absolutely what he needed to do. Howard in 6th position. Then we get down into Lynn Kinchlow in 7th. 8th is James Doherty. 9th is Jan Brony with Sean Miller in 10th. 11th it's going to be Wolf Dietrich Hotto. Kyle Sizemore in 12th. 13th is going to be Adam Preston. And then in 14th is going to be Matt Gelder. Then we get on to Michael Hogg, lead of the LMP2s. Down in 16th, Maciek Kimmich. In 17th, Patrick Kopp in 18th. 19th is going to be Simon Green. 20th is going to be Jason Holland. And then from there, you get a lot of the retirements. So, Jeremy Valencia, James Harris, James E. Dean, Rob Courtney, Jeremy Morrison, and finally Samuel Doherty, or Dowie, round out the retirements, unfortunately. It really was a crazy race for a number of reasons, and it was a surprising one because we were, or well, I was at least surprised that it turned out the way it did. I don't know about you, Craig.
It did, yeah. Just to give you an idea what happened in the top split. Don't know what the results were. I just know that P1 was a GT, P2 was a GT, P3 was an LMP2, P4 was our BMW, and P5 was the BMW. So, just to say that even with the handicap that the LMP2 it was able to give to everybody, they were unable to use that to their advantage. Only one LMP2 making the top 5, but even more, the LMDH is not making it there.
Yeah, but I will say the star of the show for us anyway was, I'd say it was 3 people. It would have been Carlos Plaza in it'll be in no particular order for me anyway. It'll be Carlos Plaza, number 1. He did a very good job. Gareth Pittman coming up as well. And my second one would be actually Go Lightly. You know, he did a very good job. And I would group Michael Hogg into that group because they both ran their races. They didn't make any like big errors at the very least, and they kept doing the things their way. Of course, mentioning to the lead, to the winner of the race, Ballas Turoxi. But then there's one other name. Otto, if he didn't have that final lap pit stop, he could have finished so much better. The heartbreak that he must have felt when he came across the line, and then very suddenly it's just like, oh my god, I actually have to pit. I can't make it. I've had that happen before. It's
such a shame there.
Yeah,
it's a great, yeah.
You burst into tears and you're just like, no, please, I'm trying. No, go for a little bit longer, please. And it just doesn't work.
Yeah, he couldn't make it. Such a shame there.
Yes, indeed.
Well,
yeah, exactly. Go ahead, Greg.
Do you know where we are next time by?
I don't.
Week of the 28th of February, the week of the 5th. Sorry. Registration opens January the 16th. And the race is going to be February the 5th. The week of the week before my birthday. And it is the Intimidator. What does that mean? It is the 10th annual running of the Daytona 500. So we honor Senior. And we honor... Sorry. Yeah, we honor Dale Earnhardt Sr.
Yeah, Dale Sr., yeah.
So it's going to be the Daytona 500. And it is going to be the Cup cars. We're not doing any retros or anything. It will still be the Cup cars. It is one of the crown jewels of the major series. The 200 laps, sorry. 250? What am I talking about? 200 laps at Daytona. I love it. Rob hates it. He doesn't do ovals. I do.
But what date will that race be on, though?
February the 5th.
Oh, 2
5
days.
o'clock London time.
Oh, nice.
It's a GMT because we haven't gone into daylight savings yet. 5 o'clock GMT, UTC, whatever you call it. 200 laps. Daytona 500.
And that is going to be an absolute blast. But, of course, from all of us here at Raidillon TV, we'd like to give you our thanks for sticking with us as we've gone through the night, and it is one of the spectacles that we love seeing. We love seeing the Predator coming back and, you know, bringing us a little bit of spice to our day. And we love that you all tuned in and enjoyed yourselves. If you like what you see, click the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss more from us at Raidillon TV. And of course, consider joining us on our socials. And be prepared for the 5th of February, where we will be back again for Split 2 of the 500 for Dale. But until we do it for Dale, I have been Robert O'Brien.
And I have been Craig King.
This has been Raidillon TV, the only corner that you need. Good evening, one and all.